It's not just the ships, the armor, or the aircraft. It's something more. It's the will to fight and determination to win, found inside each and every Marine that answers a nation's call. Battles won.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to season number 3, week 6. I got it right again this week. That's 2 in a row.
We're learning how to count, little by little.
Yes. Welcome, everyone. We have some amazing gameplay for you today. And Mario, this week, my friend, we talked about it like for the past 6 weeks. It's double points, my friend, which means instead of 10 points, if you want to get 20 points, instead of 6 points, if you get second, you get 12. And then it keeps going.
Yeah, and we'll talk about why that's such a big deal because of the point brackets when we go over the locations here in a second. But kind of to break out the format and how this all works for you guys here, our duos are going to be going up in public matches, and it's Kill Fest. So winning doesn't matter. Placement doesn't matter in this format. It's all about who walks away with the most kills. So they'll play 2 rounds. Person with the most kills walks away as the winner. If there is a tie, we'll go to a tiebreaker, which case it's the person first to 5 kills or whoever, if someone does go down, walks away with the most kills in that place. So in this case, let's switch over to our first location here and kind of look at the bracket, see where our leaders are, because as Blindy brought up, it's double points this week. So we're going over to Colorado Springs. We got Monarch and Toxic, who have been consistently number 1 and number 2. But all 4 or 5 places there, Blindy, have a legitimate chance of taking home first place, depending on the points that they bring up. Looks like Chris, who we played with before, know a little bit about. He has an opportunity, and so does Popcorn, depending on how it goes off, too. So
I mean, even Spunky in number 8 right now, he has 8 points. If he wins this week, 28 points there, gets him right up to second place, assuming Toxic doesn't get any points this week. And then he sells one more week after. So we might see a lot of upsets these next 2 weeks, I should say. But going on over to Fort Worth here, my friend, we got PJ, who's been very, very consistent there. First place with 24 and not tied up there with 24 as well. So pretty close location here, as you can see. Third place has 20, and then it goes down to 10 points with Dreams. But like we've been saying, Mario, we could easily see Broken Grenade go up to first place or even second place, because you got to remember, it's top 2 players from each location playing the finals for the chance of playing Code Red. So we might see any of these players. We might even see someone that's not even like on the bracket right now, like number 9, go up there. But going over to Oakland, one of our favorite locations here, Rogue with 29 points. My man's just been dominating Oakland, which is something to say, man, because we see Oakland just have these like absolute slayers. I mean, very good players there. And then Dicer with 16, Devin with 13, and Dynamite with 13. So Who's going to win it? Who is going to be the top 2 in Oakland?
This is really Rogue's opportunity here to pull away in the lead. If he takes home first or second, the amount of points he's bringing home is huge, and I don't think there's going to be a chance, aside from Dice or Devin, for anyone else to take that first spot from him. So we'll switch over to one of our other locations since he's got that lockdown. And kind of the same thing we see over here. We got Max and Rapper hold down first and second, a little bit of a spread there. But then you have Distortion and EMI in third and fourth, who are going to be a kind of all wild cards depending on how the points go. But, I mean, just the fact that Max and Rapper, aside from third and fourth, are already in a almost 15-point, 16-point lead, it is huge, Blendy. So I think this location here has got it locked down as we switch over to Roseville. And a little bit of the same time, we got Hutmuster and Rise with 30 and 20 there. But, again, third and fourth place as the wild card, sitting with 17 and 16. Haven't seen those names a whole lot, but I'm not going to say they don't have an opportunity to take maybe first or second, depending on how the points roll out this week. Because, like you said, they got 2 weeks to do this, and we've seen in the previous season some players not be able to show up, so that could come into play here.
That is very true. Going over to Spokane Valley, these top 3 players are just so good, man. I mean, we got Go to Bed Triggered, one of our winners last season, won the whole event. Afakasi, there were 36 points, and then Mason, 26. So I feel like the top 3 are pretty close. I mean, I know there's like a 10-point differential between third and second, but, man, these double-point weeks, man, they're really going to make a difference here. And, you know, we might see, like, Melvin and then Afakasi, they just go off, top 2 players, or Go to Bed Trigger and Afakasi, really good duo. I mean, every time we see them play, they always get the win. They always get 10-plus kills each. It's going to be very interesting, Mario.
Like you said, they're really consistent players as we go over to our Tulsa location, and exact same thing we see here. Our 2 biggest, I'd say, slayers that we consistently see, Superior and Wrecked. I want to say last week we saw 2 games with Wrecked with over 10 or around 10 kills, and he pulled out the victory royale. My man wasn't slowing down at all the entire time. But what's scary is we know how good Nate and Knight Rider are as well, and they're only sitting 10 points away. So, again, they take home any of these top 3, 4 placements, they're sitting, 20, 30 points. That's huge, Blindy, an opportunity to lock down one of those top 2 spots. And there's still a whole another week after this. So a lot of things can happen, some bad drops, some crazy things that we've seen, unfortunately, knock some of our higher players, send them into the losers bracket. I'm kind of curious, do you think we'll see any upsets because of that double point system at all this season?
I mean, I feel like we definitely are. You got to think, man. I mean, 10 points was before, 20 points now. We see people like first place, 29 points, 8th place, 9 points. They could easily win this week, go up to first, even second place there, easily cause some upsets, man. We might see people who we haven't even been spectating go up there.
I think the biggest thing for a lot of our players to keep in mind, too, is the kill count.
Yep.
That's been pretty consistent for you guys to get into those final winner side bracket matches is, those 1, 2, 3 kill games aren't going to cut it when we start to get into these finals. And then we haven't even brought up what the grand prize is, Blindy, but the top 2 people from each location, just like last season, are going to have a chance to compete for an opportunity to play in the Code Red Dr. Disrespect $15,000 tournament. I don't know about you, Blindy, but how much would $15,000 change your life?
It'd be a pretty good amount, man. I mean, you could buy like a bunch of chicken nuggets, countless like boxes from Jack in the Box and Munchie Meal boxes, a nice setup,
I got to buy you your first steak because you still haven't had a steak. Or no, you don't like steak. Is that what it is?
I haven't tried steak yet.
Yeah. Fail number 1.
We'll go eventually.
First thing I'm doing with my $15,000 winnings next season when I play instead of cast, I'm buying Blindy a steak.
Ooh. And you got to think, too, it's not even just the prize money, too. I mean, you're playing against, like, some of the top streamers, top players in the world. Say you get, like, top 5 in the Code Red event. That's pretty good on your resume, right? I mean, we see a lot of people talking about resume. Like, oh, yeah, I got, like, X amount in, like, scrims and, like, 5 months in this. But, like, imagine being like, yo, I got, like, top 3 in a Code Red event full of all these pro players. I mean, that'd be absolutely insane. You'd be able to make, like, a lot of good plays, hopefully get on an org. Just kind of have like leverage over people,
That's the biggest thing you're bringing up is the exposure that these players are going to be given the opportunity to put themselves in front of, like you said, Dr. Disrespect, all the other big names that you guys are going to see come out for this event. And that's something that you want to have on your resume as an aspiring Fortnite or pro player. And one of the things maybe a lot of these players don't know about, but one of the great things about the esports arena, there's 7 total locations. And from our Oakland location, one of the players that used to show up and play all the time, Arkham, who is he now signed with, Blendy?
100 Thieves, my friend. He got top 5 in the World Cup. Got himself a nice check of $900,000. I mean, can you imagine? Like, how old is he? He's like 15, 16, something like that.
Definitely
That
under
man got like almost
18.
$1 million. It's just like,
So
dang.
think about that for a second, guys. The esports arena, you show up, you play week in, week out. You have the opportunity to meet a bunch of great people, and then play in a competition like that. It exposes you to some great Fortnite pros and amateur players, and then bam, you're in the World Cup, and you're walking away with
insane.
close to almost $1 million, and you're under the age of 18, all because of an opportunity and a place to play Fortnite every single Friday here at the esports arena. I think that's pretty cool, Blendy.
It's cool too, just because you're getting a lot of LAN experience. I mean, a lot of people go into these tournaments. Like, say you get invited out to like an epic event, and then you're like, man, like this feels so awkward. Like I've never played outside of my house. I only play at my setup. People are watching me play. But if you come to the esports arena, my friend, people are constantly watching you. Especially if you make it up to like grand finals, semifinals. People get eliminated. They keep, staying here at the arena. They want to watch people play, and that's gonna be you, my friend. And I mean, it's definitely a different experience playing at LAN versus playing at home, Martin. You know exactly what I mean, man. I mean, you've played in countless LAN events.
It's great that you bring that up, and we've seen some of the pro Fortnite players actually kind of complain a little bit about the way the Fortnite tournaments are ran, because some of the other events are a little bit more friendly as far as, your peripherals. You can bring your own keyboard, you can bring your own mouse. We've seen the complaints by Fortnite pros before that they give, standard basic equipment. Makes it a little bit, I don't want to say fair, but, if every single person is using the same thing, there's no more arguments as far as which keyboard or mouse is better, but definitely frustrating, like you said, Bundy. You got all this experience playing at home, getting all these scrims in using your own equipment, and then all of a sudden, day one at your first LAN event, you show up and they're requiring you to use different peripherals. Definitely throws you off of that game, and the only place you're really going to gain that type of experience to learn to deal with that situation is at a LAN. And I don't know about you, Bundy, but the first LAN I went to was definitely kind of eye-opening as far as I thought I knew what was going on in the competitive environment, but I learned so much more of just being exposed there in person. So
This guy in the chat to say, "What's a Groot?" My man, this is coming from me. You're uncultured, my friend. How do you not know what Groot is?
you're getting called out by the most uncultured
oh my
man
gosh,
right now.
I'm literally the most uncultured person here. Like you name a movie, I'm just like, what is that? This man doesn't know what Groot is. Like my man's in the MCU. He was in Avengers, both movies, Guardians of the Galaxy. I have Minecraft tattoo. That's not true, my friend. You have
That's
Minecraft
not-
tattoos.
Yeah, he's
I mean, he really got me there. Like I can't even lie.
But yeah, I mean, how do you not know who Groot is? One of the top characters that we've probably had to deal with. But we won't bore you guys with the comic book
Groot
Groot talk anymore. We're gonna hop right over to Fort Worth into some action here, and I think we're about to get our fancy fingers like we normally do.
Oh, we got it.
Hopefully, they're launching in the bus on time,
warm 'em
Blendy.
up, my friend.
Our timing's gonna be impeccable today. What do you think?
I feel like in the very beginning we're a little bit rusty. We're warming up the fingers, doing the whole motion. Towards the end, though, it's pretty good.
We need our players at all the locations, because I know some of the locations, they got us turned up loud so they can hear in the background. You guys to mark where you're
Hello,
landing so we
locations.
know exactly when to kind of throw our hands. You guys can work together. That's one of the things that we've seen happen a few times is the cameras when we go to the locations and everything, all the excitement in the background and everything. We see them waving, jumping up and down. Hopefully we get some of the family members in chat like normally.
Shout out to Rogue, by the way, always telling us when he's gonna land, and even does the count. He's like 3, 2, 1. So my man knows.
He's setting us
got
up
the
for
fingers.
success. I like that.
Shout out
He's
to my
helping
boy
us out
Rogue.
over here. We appreciate you, Rogue. And then shout out to Jay Victus. We haven't seen him in chat yet.
JC.
But he's usually here, so he'll be popping up here pretty soon. So any location surprises you think are maybe going to surprise us as far as maybe the...
In leaderboard upsets,
Yeah.
or there's a lot of close locations. I mean, if I had to pick one, I wouldn't say it'd be upset, but I'd say probably Oakland, because we see a lot of people who were really, really good. Like say right now, I think Riser. I think he's 5th or 6th right now. Riser, we've seen very, very good player. He can win these next 2 weeks, or get first place now and second place next week. Total 32 points there, my friend.
Yep.
Easily get him up to the number 2 spot there, because you got to remember, it's a top 2, my friend. Doesn't matter if you're first or second, because both players qualify and they're able to play in the final. So I'm gonna say Oakland. What about you? What do you think?
I think that would be the location that would maybe surprise me the most. Spokane's really.
Oh, true.
I got to keep my eye on because of Avakasi, Go to Bed Triggered,
Spiel.
and Spieler. I mean,
Man.
those three guys are just absolute slayers. So.
I don't think we saw Spiel in the top 4, which is very surprising because he's usually makes it to the top 3 in every tournament. He's definitely not in the top 2 because that's Avakasi and Go to Bed Triggered. My man might win this week because I think he might have won next week.
We're slow, Blendy. We got too busy talking.
Damn. They were waiting for me in the production, Blendy, come on, do it. I'm so sorry. No, but, Spiel, I mean, we saw this man for the past, 3 weeks? This man just hits these insane plays. I mean, last week you saw him with that shotgun play when he just, no mats, 2 people go up against him, he had a combat shotgun, he just clutches out, kills both of them. I mean, that's as clutch as it gets, buddy. Let's get that straight. This man's absolutely insane. I really, really hope Spiel is able to make it in the top 2 because what if we saw a repeat? What if we saw Triggered and Spiel again?
That would be super exciting.
That would be a very scary combo.
Exactly. We know what those guys are able to do, especially since they're last season's champions. And Spicy, my man, does that mean we're going to see you in the – I believe they announced a mobile Fortnite event, didn't they? A mobile only?
I think so, just because there's an Xbox event, there's a PS4 event. I mean, my man's got to have the iconic skin in the dance, which is pretty fire. Shout out to my man, Spicy PC. I mean, I can't even beat Myth. So, obviously the better player. Spicy, where are you at, my friend? Where do you live? Come on down to one of the locations. Bring your Samsung S10 and build battle against our players. Win money, qualify, and then win $15,000 in Code Red. Easy.
Spicy, do hashtag locations. That will let you know.
Exclamation point.
Exclamation point. Thank you for the correction, good sir. And that will let him know where all the locations. Maybe there's one near you. You want us to dance? Ooh.
No. I do any dance. I can't do the orange justice. That I'm just gonna embarrass myself. If you want to see some dabs, Spicy, I got you.
I could pour some salt. I can eat some popcorn. I like eating popcorn.
Okay.
I like doing the pet the dog in the backpack. That's probably my favorite one.
You can pet Groot.
Ooh, that should be an emote. Pet Groot.
Pet Groot. They did have the Avengers collab, so maybe next year
Fingers
Avengers.
Crossed. Could you imagine if they put a little Groot on your shoulder in a backpack in Fortnite? Oh,
damn, that'd be pretty crazy. I don't know why they didn't do that. I mean, they got a bunch of MCU skins in here. Why not bring in my man Groot?
They should have. It would have been the best companion that they added. I like the lizard. It's okay. But how do you like this? I was going to call out him being in a little bit further of a slow location here, mainly because there's already only 54, 54?
Yeah, 54 people. Circle hasn't even began closing. It's still 2 minutes till the circle closes. And that's something we talk about every week, Mario, where people got to choose their location smart. I mean, I feel like a lot of people come into this thing and okay, I got to play scrims. I got to make it to the very end. On one hand, sure, you can make it to the end. Is it going to get you anything? No, not really. And then on the other hand, it's you got to go for these kills, man. I mean, if you're going to go for endgame, that's completely fine, but you have to be aggressive. I mean, we've seen games of people who are really good, say, Go to Bed Triggered. We've seen him play slow before. There's 30 people left and he has 0 kills, and we're man, it's going to be a very slow game. Man comes out of it with 10 kills or something just because he W keys everyone. Has a nasty shot, amazing builds. And we might see that again here, but he's going to get in a build fight. He's going to take the high ground. Nice resets there. Going to fall down with that drum shot. It's not going to do him any... That drum shot did not do him any justice there, my friend. And you got to think, maybe if you had a drum or a drum gun or a pump, different story.
Way, way better off. And I was kind of nervous about him pushing that because he got the information that he needed. His opponent went down, so all he's got to do is just get some kills. I believe that's round 1.
Yes.
So obviously he's just looking to extend the lead, but we know how important the lead is in a kill-based race in Fortnite. I don't necessarily agree with the challenge, but I mean, like you said, his just loadout because of the location he decided to go to wasn't that great with his guns. And we talked about this before with so many of the changes this season with Fortnite options. I got to go with the combat or the pump, and any other shotgun aside from that's just not doing it for me right now, Blendy.
I would even go as far dropping the drum shotgun for an SMG, even if it's a blue drum shotgun. We see it there. Yes, it does. It shoots very fast. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it shoots fast. That's a trade-off.
Yep.
But in situations like that, I mean, guy, all he really needs to do is like keep building. When you have 12 shots in there, that goes by real quick, and then it takes like 30 seconds to reload. It feels like sometimes, which you don't want that in a build fight. You want to be as quick as possible.
Exactly, and with the amount of healing items that there are with the splashies and everything else introduced right now, it's so quick once you get that small amount or initial hit of damage on somebody for them, like you said, Blendy, to box up, heal away, and then kind of push back. So those, 36, 40 damage that the drum does, if you're lucky, just isn't cutting it anymore. It seemed to do well when it first came out and people weren't expecting it, but now it's just
The drum
so easy.
shotgun?
Yeah, it's so easy to counter the drum shotgun. Not my go-to weapon. I'll be surprised if he doesn't push the action here going into the next round, but we've seen other players maybe take the more passive approach and just decide to see what their opponent's doing. What you think he maybe lands somewhere a little bit more exciting this time?
Yeah, I mean, in that situation, you just kind of have to like see where your situation is. I mean, if you're playing against someone who you know isn't too good at the game, you know they go down real quick, like very fast. Like you said, Mario, all you got to do is just like, hey, I'm just going to land somewhere like very low key where no one goes, let this guy die, get one kill, and I win. But if the guy's very good, you don't want to do that at all. You don't want your opponent to get any sort of momentum because then they know, like, oh, I'm ahead of this guy, and then you have that pressure on yourself. Even if it's like 1 or 2 kills, you're just like, man, I'm down by 2 kills right now. Like, with all the RNG in the game, especially mechs, Mario, you don't want that at all.
Luckily, we didn't see him run into any mechs right now, but we got to see his edit skills a little bit there. Pre-game, we saw him push and build in that fight before he unfortunately went down. So we know he has some initial skills that we would expect to him make some of these later bracket runs here. We'll see if he's given the opportunity depending on his loadout here. But it looks like this might just be his general go-to location. This is back-to-back landing spot for him here. I don't know a whole lot about this area because I don't come here too often, Blendy, and he's already got somebody right on him without any shield. So this could be either good or really bad for him.
This actually might be really good because that guy does not have a weapon at all. Easy first knock there. And you got to remember, this is duo, so his teammates got to be a little bit close by. But this location, I personally like it, Mario, because there's 3 chests at the very bottom, a lot of mats, and you can easily rotate into Paradise Palms. And as you can see, he's going to get a lot of materials here. Hopefully go for the high ground as well. And he does have a shotgun and 50 shield there, my friend. So he can easily just push this guy, get a easy elim. But what if this guy has like a pump shotgun or anything good up close?
Yeah, it's a little bit risky. The good thing is he was able to get those shields off from the opponent, and now he's just got to try to figure out where exactly this guy is. And like you said, Blendy, hope that this doesn't have a better setup, but this guy is pushing you, so you got to expect he's got a decent loadout, but not looking like it. Just an SMG and assault rifle, so an easy cleanup and a confirmation for him. Still has a little bit of shield left. He would normally like to get out of that with hopefully a little bit more to protect him, but 2 kills right off the bat, that's not something that you're going to complain about too often.
No, it's a pretty good start there, and I mean, I feel like this is why Not goes here, because he knows that some people drop here, and, you know, most people who drop at POIs like this spot here, there's a couple of spots by Salty where it's like a little house or something, and look, he's going to check how many kills. 2 kills, so currently tied 2-2. All Not needs to do here is get 1 kill and he moves on, and this is the loser semis as well, so whoever loses here, you're going home, my friend. That's it for them.
That's huge. So wouldn't be surprised if he decides to play this a little bit slow here. He's got the good rotation to hopefully maybe come into Paradise and catch maybe a late rotate or third party depending on how fast these guys are moving. We didn't get to see quite how long of a rotation he has to make here, but he's got to move quick, and he was at least able to pick up the upgrade on the shotgun to switch over to the pump, which is going to be a lot more deadly. The biggest thing he's probably looking for here is to get his hands on some shield.
Yep.
He gets the information there are some fresh builds, so he's got to be a little bit careful about this. Like you called out, Blendy, it's tied up right now, so he's got to get the knock and the confirmation to move on here. So pushing this duo, he's got to be a little bit careful to try to separate them and not let them push on him at the exact same time to take him out.
So he has a pretty standard loadout here, AR, shotgun, and then he's got boogie bombs, which are very good. Like that, he's going to try and use them. All he needs to do is connect with the boogie bomb once and then get that pump shotgun to the head there, but he just got sniped there, which is not good. And as I'm going to point out too, all he really needs to do here is, you know, get one kill, and hopefully these guys are weak because they just kind of fights there. They're going boogie bomb to this guy. Should be an easy kill there. Knocks off his shield. Can he get the confirmation though? He just needs just one kill here to move on. Gonna try and retake the high ground. They're actually gonna be fighting here. So two separate teams here. It's gonna confirm that kill there, which isn't gonna help him out too much. Didn't have any mats on him as well. So, you know, still 150 mats left on him. Quickly going down there. No more mats as soon as I say that though. So you got to use these shotgun shots to his advantage. Going to try and throw some nades there. Not going to connect. And actually, yes, he does. What a nade. I didn't even see that.
So lucky with the random splash damage. He's got to make sure he gets this confirmation.
So actually, he blew up someone that was already knocked, so that didn't count as a kill. So he still needs one more kill to move on here. I believe this guy's in this 1-by-1 here. No, he is not. And look at that. He goes down 2-2. We are going to overtime, my friend.
And that's what's so tough when you get third-partied like that. He takes the sniper shot in the back, which makes him weak, unfortunately, initially. And then he gets pushed by that duo that he was hoping to maybe get some shots off. Like you said, Bundy, he had the boogie bombs, gets it off, doesn't connect with the best shotgun shot that he needs to. And now it's tied up. So we're going to go to a kill race here. Like we talked about in these matchups, it's the first to 5 kills.
Yep.
So first person to get 5, it's done. Or if, like we saw, someone goes down, then it's whoever has the most kills basically walks away and moves forward here. How are you playing it? Well, I shouldn't even ask because I already know you're just pushing the kills. I know your attitude.
You know how I play, Mario. It doesn't matter. Like, I could have, like, 20 HP and, like, 3 shots on my shotgun. I'm like, oh, is that a full squad over there? I'll be right back, Mario.
Just go clean these guys up real quick.
I usually die, but you know, it's all about the effort. For effort, right?
Well, and especially when we're playing in a kill race and placement doesn't matter. Why aren't you going to push those or take that opportunity? Yeah. And for you guys that aren't aware and you haven't watched this man play, we've seen you push those guys and take them all out, because how often are you in the middle of a gunfight or pushing somebody, and just like that, he's getting third-partied in the back.
Oof, unfortunate.
So it's sometimes easy, and one of my favorite ways to rack up kills in arena, especially late game and when you're doing storm battles and everything like that, people leaving their boxes and their windows and their doors exposed. Those late game kills can be easy, but making it there is what's tough. And at the esports arena, when it's a kill race, you ready? It doesn't really matter if you only have 1 or 2 kills towards the end. You got to be maybe 4 or 5 by the time we get there. That was usually what we're seeing to get there a little bit. Yeah.
So I want to point out here, you asked me how would I play this out. Just like I said the last match, you got to like realize your situation and realize like, hey, this guy doesn't get too many kills. I'm not too worried because, you know, if you're playing against someone who usually dies right off the bat, doesn't get too many kills, all you got to do is outlive him. Outlive him, get the 1 kill, you move on. But if you're playing against someone who's really, really good, you definitely got to push these fights. Unfortunately, for both games, we've seen Trevor go down right away, so we haven't really seen his play style. You know, there's a lot of RNG in this game, so he might just been having 2 bad drops here.
Yep.
We might see Trevor just get 5 kills here right away, but on the opposite end, they're not. He realized, like, okay, landing at Paradise in those little houses isn't really working out for me. He's going to up over at Loot Lake, where normally there are a little bit more people there, and there's a good amount of mats he can get. It's going to take him a bit to farm up all these metal here, but regardless, there's a lot of mats here, and he does have that permanent rift there as well, so he can easily push on a lot of teams here. So, you know, already a pretty good loadout. I mean, he's got 2 purple weapons, a combat shotgun, and that infantry rifle, which in the right hands, it could be very, very nasty. So, you know, all Not needs to do here really is just hopefully find some shield, an SMG for a spray weapon, and then just push these fights.
Love the call-outs, Blendy, because that's exactly what I'm looking for in this situation, is him to hopefully get his hands on some shield. As you said, the infantry rifle, probably my favorite gun in Fortnite right now, because it really does reward players that have an impeccable headshot or the ability to line it up. And you only need, 3 shots to knock somebody. And then he has the purple combat to go along as well. So his loadout is looking really good. As you called out, he's in a great rotation spot as far as having that free rift there. And he finally gets his hands on both of the items that you said that he was looking for, Blendy. So my man's sitting pretty good here. 58 people left total. So he's not in a huge hurry here, because I don't recall seeing any other names from Swagger going off in the corner yet either. So it should hopefully still be tied all up.
Yeah, so to my knowledge, it is still 2-2. Those kills don't matter right now. It's whoever gets 5 kills. So, if you're not right now, you got to be paying attention to the kill feed. And same thing if you're Trevor on the opposite end. If you see not start like popping off, you see his name in the kill like 4 times, then you got to be like, okay, I got to push. I got to stop everything I'm doing, just push this. And you got to hope that Trevor landed somewhere with a lot of rotations, because a big issue with Fortnite right now is that there's no rotations at all. And look at that. Trevor goes down, not realizes it. He did the little, like, I did it, you know?
Yep.
Celebration, I love it. And now, all Not needs to do here, my friend, just get the 1 kill. My man moves on to the losers finals.
It's one of the things we've seen happen so many times at the arena is players getting to move on with just needing those 1 or 2 kills, and it can sometimes hurt players because we've seen some of the guys kind of rely on that a little bit too much sometimes. They'll get into these late game moments without a great setup or a great rotation point and then catch themselves kind of off guard, which hurts them. Luckily, I mean, he doesn't have to really do anything except let these circles kind of close in and try to find a third-party situation where you can get an easy knock here, and especially in duos, Bundy. I mean, you know how easy it is to separate players, and you see those explodes going off. I see you in the corner of my eye getting excited, my man.
I'm not excited. I'm very scared.
Are you?
There's a mech here, and we've seen last week the only player who 1v2 to mech was Spiel.
That's very true.
We've seen a lot of these players go up to the mech like, okay, I can do this, and they just get rocketed. I mean, going up against a robot like that with 1,000 HP with lock-on rockets, and all he has is an infantry rifle. You know, it's a little bit scary. There's 74 there. Nice, and that's why you want that weapon, Mario. Like you pointed out, if you're very accurate with this weapon, it does so much justice for you. And you saw him there. He's going to try and finish off the kill because he realizes that he just needs the 1 kill.
He's got to box up here.
Yeah, you can't even box up. You got to put a pyramid above yourself. He's just going to try and push this fight here to hopefully get the confirmation, because it doesn't matter if he dies after the confirmation because he just needs the 1 kill. He's just completely ignoring the mech. They're going to go right for the guy, which is very smart. But look at that. He does go down. I don't
think he got the confirmation in. Well, nope, he did not. So
I could be wrong. I think the rule here is whoever survived the longest.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure, but I believe it's whoever survived the longest there, which would be not, because he, you know, he's just saw him right now. What a game, though, man. I mean, that's what I'm talking about, the mechs, man. They're just, like, so much RNG in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, back in Season 9, if that was the case, like, some guy went down, it doesn't matter, just kill the other guy. But this game, it's like, okay, I got to completely avoid the mech here, hopefully get a confirmation. That did not happen there.
I was really surprised for him to decide to take the high ground there, especially because he already had the guy knocked. Like you called out, Bundy, one of your greatest assets against the mech is not being seen at all. So
True.
for him to kind of say, hey, I'm going up here, shoot me on the roof, a little bit surprising of a move nonetheless. But we get information that's, I guess we're going to run it back. So
Oh, reset?
I think so. So
Okay.
I'm not, I guess I'm just a little bit surprised that he didn't, like you said, take that situation a little bit more of a different angle. Could have played out a little bit further to get that confirmation. He got, 2 shots off while he was already down. So the guy couldn't have had too much health left. I think the only problem he was really facing, he didn't have a whole lot of mats. I think maybe 300 total, if that.
He had like 280 brick or something like that. I mean, like
Yeah.
maybe like 30 steel. So, I mean, you saw him there. You try to go for the elimination. He realized that I don't need to kill this mech. I need to confirm the kill there. And I mean, he tried to do it, but he just couldn't find him. And that missile was just those missiles are just too powerful, Mario. You can't do anything against those missiles.
Not at all, no. So that's probably one of the only complaints I have about Fortnite right now is if they remove the mechs, as sad as I am to see all the mobility items gone, I think Fortnite and the status that it is without mechs would be great. I know they're talking about bringing some other stuff back here in the next few weeks like they normally do. They introduce some things, but I really like the game. I like all the weapon variety right now. Just only having the hoverboard situation is kind of, I guess, a little bit frustrating because we don't have anything else, and it's so easy to get beamed on that right now. So
There's been so many games that I've played where we need to rotate, and there's just no rotation. There's no hoverboard spawns, no jump pads. We're not near loot lakes. We can't just hop in the rift. It's just, it's really odd that they took away all these mobility items and then did nothing, But we got some gameplay from Spokane, my friend, one of our favorite locations. We see a lot of players in, Look at that. The 12-year-old prodigy, Ty Dolla. My man had his own merch. Remember last week?
Where's the sweater? Yeah, he was like repping his
where's the
sweater
merch?
and he was showing off. And
I didn't see the merch, brother, but beautiful shots from Ty Dolla. Basically beaming this guy. This guy's got to be one shot, and look at that Fuzzy. He took his kill. That is not okay. That is not cool. But it's on the rules.
you got to get the last bullets in, and that's why sometimes it's a little bit tricky when you play so close to your teammates, or in this case, you know, quote-unquote opponents here. It's easy for them to get the confirmation that you need. We see him boxing up. This should be an easy kill for him this here as this guy goes for the sniper shot on him. He's getting the help from Fuzzy on the angle, trying to get these shots off, but both players focusing down low, and he's getting shot in the back on the high ground from the tree, so he's trying to box up and stay extra safe here. Both players now focused on Fuzzy, so it's all up to T dollar signs to hopefully get these kills in here, but they're doing a great job of basically holding in their box. You hear the trap sound come in, they land the boogie. So dangerous, down to 60 health. That's not what he needed to happen, with Fuzzy still alive and maybe able to confirm these, but both players go down here, so we'll get some confirmation on maybe the total amount of kills. There was so much going on before we jumped in there, Bundy.
That's so unfortunate, too, because you saw him get boogie bombed. He got shotgun. He tried to build. He got the wall off, so I was like, okay, my man's good. He's just going to keep building, crank 90s. My man only had 30 steel left, which is exactly why you need a crank. You got to crank those 90s. You got to get those mats. You gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, there's 20 people left. I mean, we've seen Ty Dolla. He's a very, very good player.
Yeah.
Good at building, good at aiming, all around good player. But there's 20 people left, and he had 30 mats left. That's very odd, right?
Very, very odd. Like you said, especially knowing how skilled he is. And my man is how old again, Bundy?
Like, maybe turned 13 recently, but like 12.
So he's definitely one of our, and we didn't talk about this before, but we usually do have two brackets. We do 15 and under and then 15 and over.
15 and under, and then just all ages.
All ages.
Yeah.
It's surprising to see the amount of young age talent that comes into these doors, and we're watching one right now. Unfortunately, he gets pushed by both players, like I was calling out there, gets shot in the back from the tree. Not a whole lot you can do about that situation, but I'm really excited to get into this next match with these guys because the skills were there. You can see why these guys are some of the better players at this location right now.
I mean, at this point in Fortnite, I feel like age doesn't really matter because did you get a chance to watch World Cup? So King, one of the players from Brazil, this man's, I think he was like 13.
Yep.
He got 900K. That's life-changing money, even for like our age, you know, like old men like us. That's a lot of money. 13 years old, dude. Like, I don't know. If I was 13, I got 900K. I'd be like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do?
College. I mean, and that's no. you're just like done. Do not take advice from this uncultured man over here. Go to college, kids. It's very important. And one of the things that's super cool, Bundy, there's actually a lot of colleges out there to give like Fortnite scholarships and sponsorships and stuff like that. And we're talking all about Fortnite right now because it is the Fortnite Frenzy here at the Esports Arena. But they have all kinds of different games every day of the week, which is pretty cool. So something to think about, guys.
I love Diamond in the chat. Why go to college when you have 900K? Bro, facts. Why would you go in debt when you got 900K? The whole point of going to college, Mario, is to get money. But if you have $900,000,
how are you gonna go to debt if you have? How are you gonna go into debt with $900,000 going? What kind of college are you going to?
All right, doesn't matter what college I'm gonna go to because we got Oakland gameplay, my friend. We got Oakland gameplay. Who are you watching? I can't read like that. I'm an old man.
I'm trying to recognize the.
I can't read. Diamond. I bet
webcam.
Diamond knows who that is. Diamond, who is? Go up to the camera right now and say hi to us, please, because I miss you.
We need our old man glasses, as you said. You called out our age, Blindy. Ugh.
That's true.
That's one of my favorite things I think about the Oakland location, and maybe we'll get some confirmation since Diamond is in chat, and everyone else in chat if you guys missed it. But was it week 1 where they had the Fortnite cosplay? That was one of my favorite things because we got to see some players on stream dressed up.
So.
Yeah, I think it was week 1 or 2.
Mm-hmm.
And Diamond was the burglar, or the was
no, it was Dice.
Dice, Rapscallion.
Dice was a Rapscallion, the burglar outfit. So we got some.
And our man's marking it for us, hopefully.
Oh, come on.
So we should get our.
Come on. Oh, he is. He is.
Love
okay.
it.
Oh, transition. All right. So I honestly have no clue where this man's going to land. He could literally land at Sunny Steps, Lazy Lagoon, that little fortress by Lazy. I'm going to go ahead and guess that he's going to go for a Lazy drop, and I'm wrong. So he's going to go play a little bit of a slower game, which we've talked about so many times. Doesn't matter if you play slow, as long as like mid and end game you are very, very aggressive, because you got to remember this is a kill race. This is like the 20th time we've said we're like 10 minutes in Mario, but it's fine because they got to realize you got to get these kills, baby. If you get first place, that's cool, man. GG. You know what you get? A whole big bowl of nothing.
And that's something big that you bring up, Lindy. And one of the only reasons I like coming over in this area is it does have some of the last mobility things on the map as far as the zip lines. I think some of these locations still have the hoverboards, but they're a little bit further away from where he's at right now. So we'll see if he hopefully gets better loadout, because right now he's got some basic items, but especially definitely not things that you want to have when you're starting to push these circles once they start to close up here, especially since he hasn't been able to find any shields yet either. And I like that chat's already starting to talk about food, Blendy, because you know that's one of our favorite topics on stream is food. Cereal, ooh.
Kind of offended that you didn't ask me. It was just like
A little bit,
specifically for you, but you know, I'll forgive you, Spicy.
So I'll ask you here in a second, Blendy, because I gotta really think about this one, but I'd have to say I'm gonna give you top 3 because I don't know if I could pick one. Cookie Crisp, definitely up there.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of Fruity Pebbles.
Okay.
And I think I'm gonna go with Lucky Charms. So it's got to be one of those 3. Those are like my 3 go-to cereals.
It's beautiful. There's too many, man. Like top 3 isn't enough for me. I gotta throw Cinnamon Toast Crunch in there. Definitely 100%.
Okay.
It's fire. Let's see. Oh, my man said I stopped listening. He said Cookie Crisp. Yeah, he's not wrong, Mario. Come on, buddy. So Cinnamon Toast Crunch, 100%. Then I gotta go with the classic Captain Crunch.
Okay.
The classic.
Like to destroy the roof of your mouth, but I respect it.
I love it, dude. I love having no taste buds by 10 a.m., dude. It's beautiful. And then, I forgot the other cereal. Lucky Charms, sorry.
Lucky Charms. I like the Lucky Charms.
Man. Dude, the marshmallows are so good. You remember back then? I don't think you do this anymore. Remember, like, back in the day, they used to have, like, they used to sell, like, the Lucky Charms marshmallow, and it was just a marshmallow? And then they realized, like, wait, this is really unhealthy. Let's not do it anymore.
I think they still do.
Do they?
Yeah, they decided that kids are just
Fruit Loops? I like how Kathy ran over to the PC just to type that. Fruit Loops is fire. See, that's why I said top 3. You know?
It's tough. It's tough.
Because if you gave me, like, top 10, I would have thrown, like, Cocoa Pebbles, Fruity Pebbles.
Okay.
Fruit Loops 100%. They're delicious. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That's my number 1, Kathy.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Yeah.
Well, hold on. My man said Raisin Bran? What? I've never tried Raisin. I'm uncultured, so Mario, I'm going to leave this one up to you, buddy. How's his list?
My man, I think I need an age check on Spicy PC. You, where is your AARP card, sir?
My man is right. I don't know about it being old school, but it's just, I guess it's not cereal that I like really sugary cereal. And when I think about sugary, I definitely don't think of Honey Bunches of Oats.
I feel kind of bad for calling out Spicy PC because he is really picking like all the healthy options,
That's
and I
true,
feel like
huh?
I'm being a terrible person by like saying
Does he
what
not
I
know
like.
who he's talking about, dude? I eat a disgusting amount of Jack in the Box every Friday, bro. Like, I'm not the person. Cereal's great, man. I mean, I love waking up in the morning and just getting like a big old bowl of cereal with milk.
S'more cereal. I don't think I've had that one.
That does sound good.
It sounds pretty
pretty
bomb.
good.
Now, I don't know about you, Blindy, but when I get my Lucky Charms, I get the off-brand because I buy the giant bag.
Ooh, okay.
It's my favorite thing. Save some money. Be thrifty with it.
Golden Grams.
Ooh.
I don't think I've heard of that cereal.
I've heard of it. Don't think I've ever tried it.
That's how you get like a spark. Like you're like, oh, do you remember? Have you tried it?
No, but I don't think anyone's brought up Frosted Flakes, bro. Tony the Tiger, come on. It's not one of the best ones, but
It's cool. Like they're good with like if you put it like cut up bananas in there. That's pretty good then.
But then I feel like if we're going to add stuff, we might as well just talk about how oatmeal really is the best overall breakfast fast food item.
Bro, where's your ARP card? Jesus, oatmeal, bro?
Okay, Mr. Uncultured. Oatmeal is like the best breakfast item, hands down. A little bit of brown cinnamon and some apples.
Ew.
Oh, bro.
That's nasty,
Flax. My man cares about his colon and health over here with the fatty omega acids, getting him from the plant sources with the flaxseed.
See, Mario, I have this like.
See, Dynamite knows. Low key.
Oatmeal underrated. Who asked Dynamite, dude? My man's in 5th place right now. I don't care about his opinion. I care about 1st place, Dynamite, all right? Talk to me when you're first place.
Or your opinion doesn't matter.
I'll talk to winners over here, Dynamite.
Oh.
All right, no, but I completely lost my train of thought. Thanks a lot, Dynamite. I love that man so much, man. Dynamite slow builder. Ooh. Watch Dynamite just like when you get him up on the stage, he's going to be cranking 90s the whole time.
He's like, I'm going to show you slow builder.
We talk about Dynamite like this, but this is literally like better than both of us combined ×3.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Cheerios. Oh, yeah. Honey Nut Cheerios. It's good for the heart.
Oh, I remember what I was going to say. So I have this. Oh, never mind. There's gameplay. All right. Build fight. He's going to take the high ground there. Nice shotgun shot to the head. Edit play there. Nice builds coming out of this man. This man is a little bit nasty. I like the builds. I like the builds, I like the edits. Is this another goated player at Oakland?
It looks like it. I don't recognize the man's name, but we are going to know it by the end of this cast.
Okay. Yo, what if my man just wins these next 2 weeks? Okay, shots out of the air there. Beautiful shots. They're going to go for another engagement. You're going to take the high ground there. Nice retake. My man's definitely been cranking those creative builds, my friend. You can tell there's one person right next to him. He's got to be very, very careful. He's going to take the hoverboard. I like the plays, my friend. You got to get out of there because that is not your fight. Nice disengagement down. I'm actually surprised he didn't get shot down there.
I was going to say, very scary to try to use that hoverboard for a disengagement item because we know how easy it is to get beamed on that. Not a whole lot of a side-to-side action.
Oh, no.
And there is now a mech in the air. You don't want to do that.
Don't
he still has 4 impulses left to work with, but a little bit scary of a situation for him there, Blendy.
I was going to say, like, you know, my man has a hoverboard on. Normally, I would have taken that fight with that mech because the missiles are kind of like useless if you could just fly around the map. But his spray weapon is a, you know, SMG. That's not very good from far range, and you don't want to shoot that thing with an infantry. So, you know, nice play there. I have no doubt in my mind that Dylan would have killed those 2 players there. But you got to pick your fights, my friend. You know, that definitely wasn't the fight. And yes, it is a live broadcast, my friend. Welcome, Throwback. How are you doing, my friend? Another engagement here, Mario. You love to see it here. I love how aggressive he's getting. There's a trap in his skin, so he's got to be a little bit careful there. You go for some shots with the infantry trap. Going to connect on one shot. The guy's down. Nice build. Can he get the shot? 158 to the head there. Can he confirm the kill? Nice retake there, but you got to be quick, buddy, because this guy's weak. You can't let him heal up there. Going to pop some shields here. And that's how you can tell who the good players are, Mario, and the bad players, because he realized, like, okay, I want to fight this with as much HP as possible. Takes that shield. Can he take this wall, though? Yes, he can. Nice retake there. Shot to the head there. Guy's got to be one shot, and there you go. Cleans it up. 2 kills on the board for Dylan here. And this man he's kind of goated on the sticks, my friend, even though he's on PC.
He's moving pretty darn quick here, Blendy, and he's doing a great job of realizing that I believe there's still somebody else here, which might be a good thing for him because he doesn't get pressured right away, has time to utilize that campfire, pop those minis. He doesn't have any splashes to work with, so the quick heals aren't in his favor right now, and you can tell he's just trying to get some information as quickly as possible. Got lucky with the window peaks on that last fight, which definitely helped him out, and as you called out, my man is a build
He's
legend.
a god. Yeah, he's a god. He realized there's one more person there, so he's going to try and go for the kill here. Going to go for some peek shots with that ramp. Can he connect, though? Nice shots there. Took off some shield. I believe he still has like 20 shield left on him, but Dylan realizes he's very, very weak. He's going to try and go for a fight here. More shield tags on that player. That player is a little bit scared there, as you can tell. Still some shield left. All he needs is one good pump shotgun to the head there, and he is done. Going to go for some edit plays there. Not going to connect just yet, though. And he's got to be careful, too, because there might be a bunch of traps in there as well. He sees that he's in that room there. Nice take there and shotgun to that 100 to the head. Can he confirm it, though? That is the real question. Going to go for an edit play there, and boom, you're dead, buddy. Whew. GG's. And it looks like that guy he was fighting actually got revived as well. So another kill here for Dylan, possibly. But he's got to, there we go. He's got to be very careful with that storm. Able to disengage there. 3 kills on the board. And I don't know if you've been paying attention to the kill feed there, Mario. But my man Surge has been kind of popping off there. I've seen his name a couple times there already.
Yeah, it definitely looks like he's keeping up with the kills. Dylan in a great position now where he can kind of gatekeep on the edge of this storm here and wait for this duo to maybe push him. But I love the call out of him making the rotation, especially as far as he has to run.
Wow.
And he's doing a good job of keeping the eyes on the back because it's so easy for someone to fly in and just land a few shots. But his ability to make these edits and clean shots, as you put in, this man has put in countless hours to be able to time those just right, Blendy. And he still has some impulses if he does need to gain a little bit of distance in case this guy decides to push him or buy up some of his time here. But I'm really impressed with what we're watching so far. This is a good matchup to go into this winners round here, and I'm really kind of curious to see, I hate to say this, but I want to see the other side where Surge is, because like you said, he's been keeping up with all the kills as well.
Yeah, I've seen his name in the kill feed quite a bit, actually. I mean, you got to think he's up there like maybe like 4 or 5 kills, because I've seen him knock, eliminate, like a couple times now. Unfortunately for our boy Dylan here, though, that kill that he's going to try and go for earlier, I believe he might die in the storm unless he finds like a jump pad or something. That's why you saw Dylan like looking back of like, okay, maybe he found my jump pad. I want to get this kill, but I don't think that's going to be the case here. And unfortunately, that player's going to go down. So that's one, potential kill for Dylan gone there. But with 10 people left there and the way they're playing right now, I have no doubt in my mind that Dylan could get some kills here. And look at that. As soon as I say that, Surge with another kill there. So both players here from Oakland, very, very aggressive here. And that's exactly what you want to see here, man.
Exactly, yeah. And I like the idea of him maybe deciding to use the jump pad there to gain some distance, but he realizes the circle's finally closing in. It might be a great disengage item. He's got 3 impulses to work with as well, and there's a total of 10 people left on the map. So it's getting down to the wire here as these guys are fighting for these final kills. It's going to be a matter of who gets the better shots on these final angles if it does come down to a storm fight. And my man has plenty of utilities to final work with here as we see that he gets the information that the final, hopefully, mech of the map is getting in a gunfight over here. We'll see if he decides to help out in third party, get into the basically a lobby battle against the mechs, it seems like, as another one decides to land right off in the distance.
Yeah, as soon as you say that, and I was with you, I was like, yeah, that might be the last mech. There's 10 people left. That's it. Nope, another mech right there. And that's what I was talking about, man. He's going to try and go for some shots with the SMG. That's his only spray weapon. He did maybe like 27 damage there. So he definitely needs like some sort of AR there, because now that mech knows he's here and that mech wants that kill. Luckily, Dylan does have, 3 impulses and 1 jump pad to disengage if he needs to, but that mech, it could go very, very far, and unfortunately he's going to get pushed by another team here. Jump pad to disengage, I like the plays there. He was in a very, very awkward spot there, and that's not where you want to be between a mech and a whole team right next to you, and you're out of the storm as well.
Yeah, it's a very scary situation. The only benefit would be hopefully the mech sees the bullets coming in from him and decides to go after the other team, but we seal the kill feed there as you get excited. He gets, it looks like a knock. I don't know if the confirmation comes in before he goes down, so he might have the lead. We see Dylan hop in the mech to kind of go third party this, and there might be some easy cleanups here. I'm surprised he decided not to switch seats and just destroy him with the mech.
Very odd play there from Dylan. Maybe it's going to work out, though, but that player did get confirmed killed by Surge, sorry, so he does have that kill there, and I can point it out. This is an easy fight if Dylan just gets up in the mech, switches seats, and rocks the guy, but he's going to go for a build fight here. And, you got to respect it. Sometimes you want to just get in a good old-fashioned build fight here. He does have the match to do so, but look at that. He's going to take a nasty chunk of damage there. Maybe disengage with that, well, look at that. That player knows what he's doing. He gets the wall, and unfortunately, he does go down. And you got to think, did that cost him there, Mario? Did him not getting in that mech there and just going for some easy kills? Because that player, obviously, that he just died to, very good player. I mean, you saw the way he was building. Yeah. He was coning him off. Nice edits. It doesn't matter how good you are at building if you got like 10 rockets, you know?
We like to call that the old school ego challenge, I guess, to say.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Doesn't work out for him, like you said, Blendy. We know how far those rockets go. They're way overpowered, and he was well within the distance to have all of those land, and especially knowing that they're just coming off, as you said, a gunfight. Yeah. They probably weak, so easy confirmations for him. Yeah, He's got free 1,000 shields sitting in there as well, so even if they decide to unload on him, he doesn't have to worry too much. Very confused by that play. Doesn't work out for him here. And these are the things that just getting that experience and that practice in. And as you called out, Blendy, you can be a builder, creative god, but you have to remember when we're getting into these final rounds or these final circles, everyone that's alive is right there with you for a reason. So you kind of have to respect the skills of these guys that you're going up against. I don't know.
I wanna point out 2 things in the chat real quick. The first one, Spicy. How are you gonna quote Thanos and then be like, "What's a Groot?" Like, bro, you're killing me here, Spicy. Like, this man's got to be a troll, like 100%. I respect the troll. I respect it, man. He got me.
He got you.
He got you too.
A little bit.
He got all of us. But Pawpaw, shout out to you, my friend. Yes. So next week it's gonna be the finals, where well, not the finals, but like the final week for you to get points, and then the week after that, that is the finals, my friend. So the top 2 players from each location, they're going to play against the top other players in other locations. We got 7 locations. So we're going to be playing squad matches, which is going to be very, very interesting, very fun. And these players are going to, you know, same format, same everything, and boom. Sorry, transition. I got too into the explaining the format thing. So
you got excited.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Same format, same thing. It's just going to be these duo players going into squads, which is going to be very interesting because if it's anything like the last season finals, it's going to be crazy, man. I mean, we saw these players drop like 20 kills just from their team alone, like the duos. We saw a lot of high kill games. We saw a lot of action. And I'm very excited because, like we pointed out, Spiel and Go to Bit Trigger, they won last season. We might see Spiel make a comeback these next 2 weeks because, you know, if say he wins these next 2 weeks, that's 40 points. That's basically confirming himself in the finals. And we've seen both players are just so nasty at the game. And we see all these good players. I mean, in Oakland right now, who's top 2? I know it's Rogue and then maybe Dice or...
I think it's Rogue and Dice, and if it's not Dice, it's one other name that I didn't quite recognize.
Yeah. So, regardless, the point I'm trying to make is that every location has these slayers. I mean, OC, we got Max and Rapper. They're actually dual partners that play a lot. So, you know, that might be an advantage there. Every single one of these locations, they're such good players. So, you know, the finals, you definitely want to tune into that because it's going to be very, very good here. And I like what what Dylan's doing here. These zombies are giving him shield, easy shield, so easy 100 shields can get there. He is going to waste some ammo though, but he was just using that pistol, which isn't going to, you know, be too costly. And what do you think about this new retail row? You know, they brought it back, but they brought it back with the zombies.
I don't mind it. It brings a little bit more, I guess, entertainment or a chance to get more items. The only thing that makes me nervous about what he's doing here is it's a lot of noise to be making, especially in a kill race tournament-based environment. You don't always want to give away your location to other people in the area, but I mean, the amount of loot that he can get is definitely worthwhile. And as you just heard there, Blended, one of your favorite sounds in a kill race environment is when your opponent goes down. And we'll see if he's able to get the lead here and secure this victory. I want to point out what Spicy said, and we'll make a deal with you, Spicy. You make it with us to the final week, and maybe we'll set up an on-stage matchup,
you don't want to 1v1 me, Mario.
A 1v1 kill race.
You don't want to 1v1 me, buddy. I'm down, dude. We should definitely do that. It'd be very fun, actually. But Dylan, he needs to get these 2 duels here because these 2 players, I'd say, and look at that, pump shotgun, they lose all of his shield. If he goes down here, I believe Surge might have the kills on him here, so he's got to be very careful, pick these fights here. He has about 30 mats his name now as well. Luckily, he is going to get back up to 100 shield, but, well, actually 53 shield. I thought he had a slurp going on, but he's, you know, he's weak, doesn't have too many mats. There's a fight going on below where maybe they're just fighting the robots. He's got a third party so he can go for a couple kills here because this is a kill race. I believe Surge has a little bit more kills. He does get the 1 player there. Hopefully his player has a lot of mats because, and look at, he actually didn't even pick up the mats.
Yeah, I was going to say, a little bit surprising to hear all these bullets go off, but it maybe sounded like there was another gunfight between teams going on, not, like you said, just the zombies. And it ends up working out in his favor. There's still bullets going off everywhere, so it's hard to tell what's going on. He gets the confirmation, which is key here, and he's still able to kind of make his way around here to get information on where these guys might be. I'm really surprised he didn't get pushed there, Blendy, especially, again, it's so easy to get information on where somebody's at, and he's kind of being uncontested in this area right now as we see the campfire go off.
Yeah, so that means that fight is done. But look at that, he doesn't have too many mats. The player's going to go up in the air. Hopefully he can get some shots off on that player because he knows he is very weak. He has about 40 mats his name right now, so he's got to be careful and pick these fights very, very carefully. 30 mats his name now. He knows the player is a little bit weak. He has the guns to fight him. He just does not have the ammo to do so. What's the play here, Mario? Does he push his fight? Does he try and go for some, shots with that drum gun? He's in a very awkward spot here.
Yeah, like you said, he doesn't have the mats to really push the angle on this, and if this guy has any more than him, it's going to be a little bit tough to get these retakes. He gets the shots to connect on some damage, which is perfect.
Beautiful. Beautiful edits there. I mean, that's why you learn how to edit, my friend. And Dylan's able to clutch up there. I thought that was it because normally when people go up against players and you have no mats, 9 times out of 10, it's like, oh, well, he's going to go down. But, I mean, Dylan made it look so easy. Nice edits, nice shots with that shotgun there. Beautiful, beautiful stuff we're seeing there. And I want to point out how it seems like Spicy's a fan of yours, but he can't even say your name. He says Mario.
With that L on the end.
I thought it was a mistake the first time, but he said it like 3 more times, so I guess your name's Mario now.
It's all right. I like the name change. Maybe he's accounting for the joke that everyone makes, Luigi. He's just adding the letter on.
I think he's just giving you an L, bro, because you know.
Ooh.
Oh, man, I love it, man. Shout out to Spicy, by the way. I mean, I love the engagement, man.
Definitely so. I mean, that's always fun to have people that show up and enjoy kind of what we're doing here with the esports arena. Like I talked about briefly, this is the Fortnite Frenzy every Friday night, but every single night of the week, the esports arena is doing something a little bit different for you. The season is starting to come to an end, as we talked about with Fortnite Season 3. But I don't know, Blendy, how much do you enjoy being able to kind of walk into the arena any night of the week and find a group of people playing a different type of game that you can kind of just hop in and meet some new people?
I mean, this is like, if back in our day, whatever that was, like in the 1800s or whatever, if they had these like esports arena, that would be insane because all these LAN tournaments that they're having, they used to be so rare. Even back when it was like the Call of Duty days, like back in like Black Ops 2 or so.
Yeah.
You know as much as I know, Mario, of like how scarce these events were. Of like you had to save up every like 3 or 4 months. You're like, oh cool, I can maybe go to this event. And now it's like, oh, do you wanna compete in a tournament? Yeah, just come on Tuesday. Yeah. You wanna play in a Smash tournament? Yeah, just come on Wednesday or Thursday.
Yep.
Easy as that.
And I didn't think about this until the other day, Bundy, but one of my first LAN events that I went to and won was actually at a Walmart.
Really?
It was all the Walmarts in my area actually they were big Call of Duty fans. They used to hold Call of Duty tournaments all the time, which was pretty cool. Call of Duty and every once in a while Halo. They didn't do fighting games too much, but definitely appreciative for Walmart in my early competitive days. And I like the sauce that Spicy is bringing to the event tonight. He's not afraid to speak his mind here as he decides to push his engagement. He's taking a ton of chunks from these stink bombs that are landing perfectly. And he's getting a little brave with this challenge here. He doesn't have full health. This guy's just chunking him little by little here. I'm kind of disengaging and running away if I'm in this situation myself, Bundy.
He can't even disengage because he has about 60 mats his name here, so he's got to get these kills here. He does take some tags on that player, not able to get any good shots, so going to go for some shotgun shots here. Knocks off that player's shield, more shield off that player. One guy down, he's got to get one more player. He's got to play very smart because he has no more mats, so he has to use all these pre-built mats to his advantage. Going to go and disengage. Oh, man, I was about to say that was such a good play, disengaging, just going for that shield, but unfortunately, that guy knew what he was doing there, and man, he goes down, but he still moves on. Our boy Dylan just clutching up, getting all these kills. My man moves on. And we get to see him later today.
We know why he's moving on. Like you said, he had the great IQ of deciding to disengage, trying to pop up the shield so he can get that confirmation. Unfortunately, it just doesn't wall up, and the guy gets the perfect angle on him there. Yeah. But smart enough for him to know, you know what? Take my time, heal up a little bit. Surprised he didn't make that decision a little bit sooner after the confirmation. But he was feeling himself. He's like, I'm going to take this shot, see if it lands. That's what happens sometimes in duos, though, is the situations and separating once somebody's down is sometimes the best thing to do. And especially in that situation where, I mean, it doesn't really matter for him. He's moving on anyway, so that's probably the best part about that. But in that case, Blendy, I'm boxing up, disengaging, trying to get away to live just to get that confirmation as much as possible. Because how many times in these events have we seen that one kill move somebody to the next round?
Normally I'd agree with you there, but my man had no mats. You got to remember. He had like 50 mats before he started that fight. And then during the fight, he wasted all of them. 50 mats when he was in that box. He does get the one player. wasn't able to get the other player, unfortunately. But, I mean, I think at that point, before he got the retail kills, he already won. So he already knew he was good. He didn't really, like, I don't want to say he didn't take it seriously.
Right.
But I don't think he's upset that he lost there.
Yeah.
That he didn't get those kills because he already moved on. So he's good.
It probably wasn't the fight that we would normally see him just charge into and engage into. But like you said, he's already got the win, the confirmation that he's moving forward. So why not test your skills a little bit more or push things that are a little bit harder or challenging? And that's probably one of the things we're seeing so many people do tonight is they're really pushing the action. They're testing their skills to see what they're able to do. But we're going over to Fort Worth, Bundy, which has been one of the locations consistently popping off, especially when we get over to the winter side.
That is very true. And, I mean, what better, match to go to than the finals, my friend? I mean, it's the best of the best playing, Mario.
I love
I
that.
wonder who is in there. We always see these players, Chris. Who are some other players in Fort Worth? I can't remember right now.
The biggest one I know is Chris, just
PJ.
because he's one of the people that he's usually in chat if he's kind of out early. Outside of the esports arena, my man is always talking to all the players and doing a great job of kind of building the Fortnite community, which is great. But I can't recall. Maybe we'll get the stats up there on the screen to see who's in the lead over at Fort Worth. But I know the spread is pretty.
I remember that PJ's in first place. Yeah, so PJ's in first place and then not. No, they're tied.
And it's pretty close. So anyone in the top 3, 4, we know how talented Dreams is. So a little bit surprising to see him way down there. But now that I think about it, I don't think I've seen him in the past few weeks. So maybe not been able to show up. But let's say that Smithers or Dreams takes home first place this week. They're walking away with 20 points, Blendy, which basically catapults them up into first or second, depending on how PJ or not placed there. So that's huge.
Even the guy in 8th, because I think the guy in 8th had 5 points. Even if he won, he gets in first place. And, obviously that's assuming that PJ and Not didn't have any points this week, which would be very rare because those are two very, very good players.
Yeah.
It's very shocking when they're not, like, in the top 5 at least. So let's see what we got here. We got our boy Buffalo.
Is it Sisby? So
like Buffalo.
Sisby's obviously there for a reason.
True.
Buffalo, yeah. So, okay.
Buffalo Wild Wings?
Perfect segue question since we've been talking about food. And I'm going to throw this over to Spicy PC because maybe he likes spicy food. But Buffalo wings, where's your favorite place to get some wings?
Buffalo Wild Wings, my friend.
Boneless or bone-in?
Boneless.
Okay.
Oh, they're just chicken nuggets. Like, yeah, dude, I love chicken nuggets. What's the issue?
Chicken nuggets with sauce, bro. Come
Yeah,
on.
like, okay. Well, yeah. Boom! Transition. Yeah, man. I mean, it's so funny when people tell me, like, oh, you like boneless? They're just chicken nuggets with sauce.
It's like,
It's like, yeah, dude. Like, yeah. Like, exactly. The Wendy's spicy ones are fire.
I forgot they brought those back. I'm going to have to stop by.
If you go to, Kathy, 100 IQ tip, get DoorDash, and you get 6 free nuggets. Kathy knows, of course. I'm embarrassed to even, like, saying that. Wow.
You can't teach her any new
Kathy doesn't
food
mess around
tricks.
with her nuggets. I
Yeah,
forgot.
She knows, like, all the ins and outs of food. She's the one that's always reminding us of all the different, like, categories that we forget when we're doing these challenges.
She always has a menu pulled up of, like, any place we ever talk about. So that's good. But my man landed over at Tilted Town. There's a lot of controversy of, like, people saying this place sucks, people saying that this place is good.
Ooh.
Beautiful shots there. Nice shotgun shot and then confirming it with that pistol there. What do you think about Tilted? Because I remember when we were playing Mario, we dropped you a couple times. And look at that. I mean, 90 shot and then confirming with that pistol. That's why you carry... Okay, my man has 3 pistols. I don't think he needs that many. But, hey, if it works, it works.
He's feeling himself right now. And, yeah, like we talked about, Bundy, we've landed here as a squad a few times now. And if I'm going to land here, this is what I want to have. I want to have a blue pump. Because there's not many other guns that are going to challenge you in this area if you have a well-placed shot. He gets the shields is what he needs. The scary part about coming around here is you're walking out with usually no builds. And it's really hard to keep an eye out on where people are because there's so many window peek opportunities that it's really easy to get 1 or 2 shots in on you and just go down, especially when there's so many teams coming here for just the natural challenges right now for the battle pass and so many things. So I appreciate him pushing this area because he's probably going to be able to walk out of here with a lot of kills, but as you can see now, the pace has to slow as he loses sight of where these guys are. He has the sound cues, though.
Yeah, so he does hear a player right above him. I just have no idea if he's in this building or not. I believe he is, so he's got to be very, very careful here. And I personally like Tilted Town because I feel like that really, you could tell the players who played other FPSs like Call of Duty or PUBG or H1 before this, and players who haven't. And look at that beautiful cleanup kill we saw there. And I mean, it's just kind of textbook there. I mean, he shoots him with a shotgun, switches over to a spray weapon, then cleans him up there, and we've seen it once again there. Unfortunately, he does go down there with 3 kills. He wasn't able to connect with those pump shotguns, but hey, 3 kills right off the bat, that's nothing to be upset about. And look at that. CX doesn't have any kills at the moment here, so, you know, Buffalo currently leading with 3 kills here, but, you know, Mario, I know you played a lot of Call of Duty. Have you played any, like, PUBG or H1?
Not, in all honesty, not a whole lot, because I got to play the Call of Duty Blackout before it was released.
Okay.
And just the graphics in PUBG and H1, I was like, I'm just going to go ahead and wait for this awesome-looking Call of Duty Battle Royale in the meantime. But I don't know if you know this. I get to play, if I want to, a lot of PUBG with D-Treats. If anyone in chat knows who D-Treats is, I get to play with him if I want to.
Why don't you ever invite me?
I'll set that up for you. D-Treats is one of my favorite people to play some games with because the man is an absolute beast, one of the best pro players out there. And
you have all these connections. Like, oh yeah, I play with Legion, I play with Barton, I play with D-Treats, and I always say like, bro, let's play. Yeah, bro, I got you. Like, I think this weekend we'll play some games. Never get an invite, never get a DM. Like, hey man, we're playing on Saturday at this time. Like, come on, Mario. Like,
that's the benefit of being old. You have all the youngsters that kind of look up to you because you got the years on them. That's all it is. They're like,
that's definitely not the case here, Mario.
They're like, let me come and get all this wisdom because you're not bringing any competitive skills to the table anymore. We just need your mind and your IQ,
oh my
coach.
Gosh.
But
yeah, you're just a. I feel like that's your way of saying that you're the medic. That you're like, hey man, don't worry, I'll bring you the med kits and the shield, bro. Like, you get all the kills. I'll call out for you. I'll be the bait. Like, if you need me to clutch, though.
Speaking of bait, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this out there, but I think we got confirmation that Spicy is a troll because my man said his favorite place to get wings is Ralph's.
Ralph's, bro. Ooh, nice jump shot consider. That's actually very surprising. He has a green one, and it did 46 to the head 4 times.
I didn't know it was that strong. I thought the blue one did that amount of damage, but didn't know the green one was that good.
I didn't even know the blue one did that much. He has a green. I mean, we have to talk about how weak that is. It is 45 every like millisecond, so that's insane. Does get his first kill of the game there. Does spot another player here. He's still down by 2 kills. And look at Buffalo just like intently watching this fight of like, man, you got to go down right now. He does have those chug splashes to get back to almost full HP there. And how do you play this if you're CX runner? Do you get the high ground? It looks like the player's actually going to push him here, but do you go for the kill? Do you go for some picks? What do you do here, Mario?
I'm pushing this kill just based off of the skill that I've seen with Sisby, and then this other guy that's pushing him. I think he's got this confirmation very easily here. He gets the wall block. All he has to do is land one more of these shotgun shots, and this player's going to go down here. Easy confirmation. Really curious why this other player's pushing him, but maybe he has the pump, and we'll get some eyes on what he had there. But I would have expected that other player to disengage or try to wall up here. But my man is just pushing the action. He has the rotation now as well, Blendy. So things are starting to look a little bit better for him, but he's deciding to keep this drum shotgun. A little bit surprised.
I mean,
it's working for him.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, we're talking about how bad the drum shotgun is. And this man just, like, demolishes the first guy. The guy had no chance. And then the second guy, you know, it was a little bit more of a fair fight, but he still cleaned up pretty easily with that drum shotgun there. Does get that mobility with that jump pad. He's going to go ahead and disengage. Hopefully get in another fight now because there's 34 people left. He has 2 kills on the board. You know, he's holding steady. Then that mech. I
was going to say, as soon as I saw pretty much all of the old school factories destroyed, I had an idea that there was a mech in this area. And then my man gets the information that there's actually 2 kind of hovering around all in this vicinity. So I like the idea of I'm just going to run away, let the Transformers get in a fight over here, have some Michael Bay action, and we'll see what's going on in the garage while the circle closes up. Still plenty of people to work with. This is probably one of the fullest final circles we've seen in quite a long time, Blendy.
Dude, that must be terrifying. Like, I haven't done any kill races in Season 10, thankfully. But the fear that would strike my heart when I'm down by like 3 kills and I see a Mexican in front of me, I just feel like, oh my gosh, what do I do?
And again, we've talked about this a few times, but all the mobility items are gone too.
Yeah.
So the fact that those mechs are able to just boost and then jump at you, they can gain distance so fast. So the best item I think you can have is a jump pad because the amount of distance. But even then, it's like you said, nope, because they're just going to long range fire these rockets, boost once, and now you're dead. So
the jump pads do literally nothing to these mechs. I mean, you've played with us before, me, you, Red Star, and Dynamite. The amount of times where Red Star's in a mech, and then he's like, oh, these guys jump out of the way. I'll just meet him at the ground. You can't do anything. Like, the best mobility item you could have is, like, maybe impulses, because you could just throw it, and, you know, if you have, like, 4, you can get some good distance. But I guess the best mobility item is a hoverboard, because you can just keep boosting away, and when he charges up his rocket, just boosts away. Hopefully you disengage, but, I mean, it is very, very hard to counter these mechs. I mean, you got Boogie Bomb, you could use that. Minigun you could use, or those impulses, and you just, you know, use those very wisely. He's going to go and get in a fight here, though. He did get that nice shot there, as you pointed out there, and he gets sniped from the fish. So, GG, man, I was the fish.
ooh, that's one of the reasons why you don't peek. Unfortunately, especially when you know they're not pushing you, you probably got the information you need to know.
He was speaking pretty hard there, too. He was just standing there for me. I was just like...
He was doing a good job at the initial of bouncing like he's supposed to, and then for whatever reason just decided to maybe he was playing like the carnival games, trying to maybe take home that goldfish, you know, where you throw a little ping pong ball in, and he was like trying to get his.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, he was trying to win a prize there, and the prize was a headshot to the dome.
What a coincidence! That was a fish. You're talking about like the fish game, and then the fish got him. So the fish is striking back, my friend, which is very scary.
What's your most? That skin is probably one of the most annoying ones to get killed by for me. What's your top like 3?
The cactus. The cactus.
Okay.
It's just such a silly skin, and it's honestly kind of like scarred me because Dynamite loves using that skin for some reason.
Okay.
And then every time I see the cactus skin, I get this like thought in my head of like, is this Dynamite like stream sniping me right now? Like, cause this dude does that sometimes. Like, I just play a regular game.
Yeah.
I see a cactus. I'm like, oh, cool, a cactus. And then this dude starts like cranking 90s and building a hotel. I'm just like, is that
like,
Dynamite? And then
nope.
it is.
Yeah.
It is. So yeah, 100% the cactus. For my top 3, just cactus 3 times.
I can appreciate that. I think mine's gonna have to be. I don't really run into the cactus all that much, so that's not up there for me. Soccer skins. They gotta go.
Yeah.
I used to not like the John Wick, but you don't see it too much anymore.
And transition.
Bam.
Beautiful. Yeah, the John Wick, a lot of players don't use it now. And I'm surprised because they added in the, like, John Wick that you could actually buy versus, like, the original one in the Battle Pass. I don't really see too many of the John Wicks. So, you know, at this point in the game, though, there's got to be, like, thousands of skins.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's just, like, I lost track of, like, what they're called. There's people who are like, oh, there's a this over there. I'm just like, bro, I've never even heard of that. Like, what is that?
I'm one of those people that when someone says that, like when I'm playing with Dynamite and he's like making all these skin callouts and everything.
I hate it when you're playing against someone and it's like, oh, there's a person over there. What skin is he? Bro, I don't know. He's got like a hat, like purple pants or something. Like, there's too many to know.
I was like, he's over there and he shot at me, bro. I don't care what he's wearing. Take care of him,
The best
Dynamite.
I could do is like ping him. Like, yeah, he's over there. Go get him, dude.
Does it matter, Dynamite? Like, you're gonna kill him anyway. Just go do your thing. Like, I always have to check the patch notes to make sure he's not like messing with me and just calling out something like fake that's not real in the game. Cause
I don't even question it when like one of my teammates say like, oh, there's a purple. I don't even know, dude.
you're just like, all right.
I'm just like, okay, cool. I don't know what that is.
Like, my favorite thing is like, you've talked about this before, but Dynamite's ability to just like disappear for a few seconds, and then we look on the kill feed, and my man is just sitting there with like 10 kills, and we're like, where did you even go? And he's like,
The worst part is that he's just so calm about it. He's like, oh yeah, I just pushed 2 teams real quick.
That's probably the scariest thing when we are gifted with the ability to see the Oakland players on stream, they're all savages over there. They have like no emotions. They're just all sitting on stream, just like destroying everybody. Just
I need
like
to move to Oakland, dude. That's what I'm here.
there's
I mean,
something in the water there,
yeah,
man. Like,
Arkham, World Cup player, 5th. And then Dynamite, Dice, Riser, Rogue. Like, these dudes are all just so... And then who we were watching earlier? Danny, I think it was, or what was his name? I feel like so old, dude.
I don't even remember who we were watching there earlier, but I remember they had, what, like 3 kills in a matter of like 30, 40 seconds before. So
it's just all these Oakland players. Like, I need to go move over there, bro. Like, what are they feeding them? What are they drinking over there?
I think the city of Oakland is like, they're gonna start investing in the Fortnite players. That's the future. They're like, you know, those Raiders, yeah, but Fortnite.
Imagine, dude.
Could you imagine
Crazy.
like all the Raider fans at a Fortnite event all dressed up
Can
with
you
their outfits?
Can you imagine Fortnite becoming like franchised? That would be weird, right?
A little bit, yeah.
It'd be very odd.
Like the Oakland Raider Fortnite team. They're 0-15.
Oh my gosh. I don't watch football, dude. Don't throw these stats at me. I don't know what they mean.
0-15?
It's courage?
Courage. You know that stat. Donut. How... That's got to be frustrating that Courage will forever be known as Donut Man.
Dude, that was like in Black Ops 3, too. That's like, what, like 4 years ago at this point, maybe?
Oh, yeah. Now that he's... What? Yeah, four something years.
Like
That's
that, right?
a long time. Waiting for some more matches to start here, guys. One of the things that's cool, though, is... I don't know about you, Blindy, but some of the names that we've seen this season have been new. We're obviously joking around about some of the big guys that we've seen, like Go to Bed Triggered, Diamine, Chris, Avocasi, all of those guys. But it's been interesting to see some of the newer guys this season kind of make a name for themselves and mix things up a little bit. I'm even more curious now to see these guys continue this in the off season, maybe kind of preparing themselves for Season 4. We're seeing Champions League and all of that start up here soon. Do you think we'll see any of these esports players kind of take this experience into maybe the more competitive scene?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these players, they play very well in like World Cup, online events.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? You know, I mean, if they got the skill, definitely do so. And it might be interesting too because there's gonna be trio cash cups every Friday now. We might see a lot of these top players just like start playing those instead, you know, because there's just so much competition now in Fortnite. I mean,
Yeah.
daily events. I think it's like Wednesday to like Sunday or something like that. There's like an event every day there for like 30 grand or something like that. It's just like, damn.
And that's huge. And we talked about the amount of money that $15,000 that these players are going to have a chance to compete with at the end of this season. That in itself is huge. But the bigger thing that we talked about is the opportunity to play alongside of these players like Dr. Disrespect, Arkham, whoever else decides to be in this Code Red tournament. That is huge for your resume to be able to say, not only did I play against these guys, but I did this well against them. And that's probably, I know for myself and probably for you, Blendy, early in your competitive career, that's always like one of the biggest questions lingering in the back of your head is like, you see these pros online when you're playing and you're like, all right, how would I do against them? You know? So
true.
to have that opportunity here at the esports arena to be able to play against them, I think is pretty big, and I don't know why anyone would miss that.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about there being so many events in Fortnite. That's really the way to get out there.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, for like other games like Call of Duty or like Rainbow Six or Overwatch or any game really, it's kind of harder to get your name out there because there's LAN events, yeah, but you have to get invited to them.
Right.
Versus here, it's like, hey, you're good at the game, cool. Playing the cups online, do well, get your name out there, profit.
I think that's probably one of my favorite parts about Fortnite. As frustrating as it is to play in a competitive aspect because of the randomness, the RNG factor, they are doing a really good job of making it more accessible to players to try to be competitive or be a professional. Like you said, before you had to compete online, and then once you competed and got a placement online, then you got invited somewhere, and you could only make it there if you had the money to travel like we talked about earlier.
True.
Now we're talking about 12, 13, 16-year-old kids sitting at home being able to have a chance to be flown out to like the Esports Arena does here last season here in California, or the World Cup, all those people that got to go to New York. I mean,
Jeez, man, that's insane.
I couldn't imagine at 13-year-old being, when I was 13, having a chance to go to New York to play video games. That would be huge, life-changing, and that's what we're seeing with Fortnite, which is pretty cool. So, like you said, I'm super excited to see what Fortnite is doing here in the future. And then every Friday we're doing this, Blendy, which is one of my favorite things to do. Yeah.
It's so much fun, just like clowning on you, talking about Jack in the Box, seeing gameplay. It's a good time, right? Good banter, good commentary, good gameplay.
Our people in chat too, because Simply's with us. He says he wants to see Spieler, so I think we're ready to jump into the gameplay. What about you, Blendy?
Oakland gameplay as well, my friend. That Oakland gameplay.
And then, so we'll come back and see what our Slayers in Oakland have to do. But we're going to take a quick break, guys, get everything set up for you here. Hopefully you don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
It's not just the ships, the armor, or the aircraft. It's something more. It's the will to fight and determination to win, found inside each and every Marine that answers a nation's call. Battles won.
Welcome back, everyone. Mario, we're going to hop into some gameplay pretty soon here.
No time to waste.
No time to waste at all. I want to see the gameplay, Mario. I want to see the 90s. I want to see the 50 kill games. I want to see it all, my friend. We got Spokane Valley here. Woo. Look at this, man. Look who's playing. Go to bed triggered.
Oh.
You know it's going to be a good game when you see go to bed triggered on the camera there. I mean, he's the number 1 right now, so obviously he's doing something right, you know? It's going to be very exciting. There we go. Boom, transition. Beautiful stuff we're seeing here. Let's see where our boy's going to drop here. Looks like maybe a, Fatal Fields drop. Okay. He's a man of taste. I love it.
He's yelling something out on stream. I'm kind of curious because this is one of the first times we've seen a smile on this man's face. Usually he's a stone cold assassin.
Oh my gosh.
Nothing, no emotions have ever come across that I can remember. And he is over here he's shouting. He's got one ear on. He's smiling. Something's in the air. He is up, it looks like, 5 kills right now, Splendy. So something to keep an eye on.
That is very true. And something else to keep an eye on. There's a mech suit about like 50 meters back right now. And Trigger does not have a weapon right now. So we might see an early kill coming out of him. But no, never mind. It looks like 2 different people landed on that mech. And they went in and blew it up. So no mech to worry about there. Now, all I have to worry about these people here, he does have a pistol here. Not the best weapon. But hey, if anyone could make it work, it's definitely our boy Go to Bed Triggered here.
Yeah, he's got the skills to pull this off. He's at least got the ability to grab some shields here. Definitely not the setup he wants to have, but he did get the eyes on the 2 people that made that box rotate. So he lands 1 beautiful shot there. He's going to look for 2 more to try to get this knock. He sees some explosions going off in these trees, and he's got some nades to work with here randomly as well. So we'll see if it pays off for him as he tries to make this push, but he's got enough here. He's got to keep an eye on his mats as well. Only 3 or 4 builds to work with.
I don't think these players have weapons either. Well, as soon as I say that, he gets shot, but these players land on the mech, which, you know, normally there's no weapons, and as soon as I hit it, there's a shock in there. Luckily, that guy was one shot. I was able to clean up very, very easily there. He's got to be very careful. He's getting contested already. He only has a pistol to fight here. Nice shots on him. Can he kill him?
Oh,
wow.
my goodness.
Wow. Okay, something is going on right now in Spokane because I've never seen so much, like, reaction out of this man. I mean, we've seen this dude get, like, crazy snipes, squad wipes, and he's just like, yeah. And now he gets, like, a kill. It was very clutch. And then he just like freaks out, dude. I mean, what's going on right now?
Yeah, and I think that was a Spieler that walked by, even gave him some love as all of that madness went on in the background. I mean, there is no reason that Go to Bed Triggered should be walking out of that situation alive there. He had probably one of the most frustrating setups to try to deal with, and now he's walking away with 2 kills here, gets way better items here, hopefully has all the Fatal Fields to work with, but you can tell he's kind of trying to keep an eye on, see if anyone else is making this rotate. And as I went off there, so did Fuzzy, it looks like, down in the corner. I think he got at least 1 or 2 kills. We'll get some more information there. But we saw him earlier in the night and what he's able to do. So while Go to Bed Trigger is sitting comfortably right now in the lead, presumably by still maybe 3 or 4, he's got to keep an eye on what Fuzzy's able to do because he's not got a lot of health to work with here for himself. And he's maybe got to find some bandages, maybe a med kit, at least a campfire, and he's got to do it quick.
Yeah, so luckily he did find those chug splashes, which get him up to 40. Finds 2 more, it's going to get him back up to 80, so he's going to get a total of 92 here. But as you can tell, he's looking for those band-aids just because, as good as 92 HP is, getting that 100, it's just so much better there. Luckily, he's going to find some apples here. I think it's a total of like 5 apples here, so he's going to go up a significant amount of HP here. And this should really help him out in the long run as well. And as soon as I see that, I think there's way more than 5 there. I'm not good at math, Mario. There's at least like 6 there or something, right?
We've definitely established that me and you are not the best counters in the world. We can't keep track of our weeks.
Perfect.
So there's that.
Perfect.
And then I just realized over here in chat, I don't know if this is something to be worried about, but we're being monitored by the FBI. Blundy,
we're always being monitored by the FBI, buddy. Come on now. It's 2019, my friend, but I don't know if you saw that, but Fuzzy got 2 kills right away, so it's currently 9-4 for these players here. Triggered still with that 5-kill lead here, and I mean, we've seen Trigger do some very, very nasty things here, and especially right now that he has a lead. I mean, this man clutched out, killed 2 players that had shotguns rushing him, no mats at all, clutched it out with the silenced pistol. Now this man has a full loadout, AR, shotgun, SMG, all the shields he could ever want in the world. Oof, I mean, how many? Look at that.
Okay.
2 more.
So he's got plenty of splashes
When's
now
this
that
man
he
gonna
can
stop?
just waste, like you said. He's got everything in the arsenal that he needs. He's working with the lead. I don't know what else to really say that he needs to do in this situation except continue to do exactly this, Bundy. I mean, it's working out for him. Obviously, he was last season's winner, so he knows what he needs to do to pull out these late game victories here. Still a total of 29 people left on the map, so a lot to work with here. And we're getting a lot of love from all of the different locations in chat right now. That's what we like to see from you guys. Who are you guys excited to see on stream, or what location is your favorite? Who are you supporting? Some friendly rivalry is always fun. We've seen that go off before between, I think it was Spokane and Tulsa and Colorado Springs. They're usually good about having someone rep their location in chat. But so far tonight, Blendy, we've been really entertained. A lot of high-paced action. Our players aren't playing slow at all. They know how important these last 2 weeks are with what we talked about, double points going on right now. So,
And one thing you gotta think about as well. Triggered right now, he's in the #1 spot for Spokane. If he wins this week right here, I feel like it's pretty much confirmed that he's in first place because
yeah.
some players are in distance to like contest them, and that's assuming he doesn't get any points, which I feel like that's like a 99% chance that that's not gonna happen because I mean he's already in the winners semis. He's on his way to the winners finals right now. I mean, I would not be shocked if we see this man in the grand finals, as we do every week, it seems like. If he wins this week or even gets like a pretty good placement, like second, that's pretty much confirmed that he's going to the finals once again.
Exactly, yeah. And he's got to feel pretty good about where he's sitting right now, especially the way he's playing tonight. We've seen some of the other weeks him just have some bad luck, but he's still been able to do a great showing through the looser side, even resetting it, I believe, once. And I like what we're seeing in chat. We got 2 people supporting Midi. What location is he at, guys? Well,
Is Midi go to bed triggered, or is that Combat Pro? Let's see. The chat, help us out here, my friends. Who is this man Midi? I need to know.
yeah, they said
I love the hype.
if he's still in, so maybe we'll be able to see what location he's at, and we'll see what we can do for you guys. That's one of the best parts about the esports arena here. We have 7 different locations spread across the country, so a lot of different players to choose from here. All depends on who's in the hot seat or playing at the time, so we'll do our best to make these rotations, but obviously when we're in a winter semis, we want to keep our eyes on these guys, especially when it's last season's grand champion, because we know at any moment this man can just pop off and turn things around. And then Combat Pro is obviously in the top placings for a reason as well. So really scary stuff to be on either side of things right now, depending on where you're at. But I think you did a beautiful job, Lindy, of pointing out that Go to Bed Triggered right now is probably in a place where he doesn't have to worry about not qualifying. And then look at our little 13-year-old phenom there dancing around in the background. But
No merch this time,
no
man.
merch, my man. What's going on?
How's this man going to flex the merch the first week, and then he's like, yeah, I didn't bring it this week. Like, come on, bro.
I like that he's rocking the fanny pack again. My man is flossing, though, styling. Last week, I believe he even had a... This one's like chrome. Look at that. It's shining.
That man's flexing us real quick, man. I mean, with all these earnings he's gotten from the esports arena, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Might as well just start flexing. So he's going to go on and rotate on over to Loot Lake here. We've talked about it so many times, Loot Lake. It is so good for rotations, but when my man's in a hoverboard, we've seen the type of shots he hits on hoverboards, Mario, and it is not a good idea when this man's on a hoverboard. Thankfully, he does not have a sniper, because if he had a sniper, even like a heavy sniper, it would have been GG's for everyone in the lobby.
Most
But,
definitely.
you know, luckily, I say luckily, but it's still a bad thing for everyone else. He's in a hoverboard, so he can just still shoot you with his AR or just push you. There's no fall damage with these hoverboards anymore, so you know, we might see our boy here get a couple kills. He only has 2 kills so far, but with 19 people left, we've seen this man just W key everyone, especially now that he has his hoverboard, and he's just gonna like kill everyone.
Exactly. And
Ooh, my man, hold on. Vortex, you're in San Diego, my friend. If you come on over to the OC, Santa Ana to be specifically, this is where we're broadcasting from. We have the same tournament here every Friday, my friend. It's a little bit of a drive, but hey, if my man Mario could drive 2 hours to get here, you can make the drive as well, my friend. They're not invite only. You just come on by, pay your $15 to play, and then you compete, my friend. Easy as that.
as you pointed out and corrected me earlier, exclamation point locations
Yes.
that to bring up everywhere. As you said, I believe OC is going to be the closest to our man there in San Diego, being here in Orange County. If he wants it, that's a drive to make. I want to say an hour and a half, 2 hours, depending.
Depending on traffic.
Yeah.
You know, it's obviously a little bit more of a drive. But hey, if you want to compete, man, we're open. We open up at 4 for this location here. Come here, warm up. You know what I mean, my friend? If you want to check if your event's still in the tournament, if you know what location he's in, you could type in exclamation point and then like whatever location, like so exclamation point like Tulsa, for example. See the whole bracket there? See if your boy's still in it.
I love all the support for MIDI and chat, guys, but you haven't done the big thing that I need for you guys. What location is he at?
I really want to know who MIDI is. I want to see him on stream now.
They got me curious. I want to support your guys' boy as well, but
I'm a MIDI fan too now.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop on the bandwagon there. I'm a MIDI fan.
Oh, he's in. Oh, okay. He's one of our Santa Ana guys. So
I don't think he's in Santa Ana, is he? Is MIDI in Santa Ana? That name does not sound familiar to me, and I know all the players down there.
I do not know. So if so, I mean, we could walk downstairs and
Get an interview with this man. Like,
real
personal.
quick.
All right, so he's going to push a fight here. Nice shots with that shotgun. Then he's going to take one guy's shield there and some HP. He needs one more shot here to engage. Let's see if our boy can do it here. He's got to be careful, though, because Fuzzy's here as well, and there's another team here. But Trigger does get the first gun. I believe Fuzzy got the second kill as well. So there we go. Fuzzy, I don't know if you've been paying attention to the kill feed here, Mario, but he's been just going off right now.
Yeah, he's definitely holding it right in there, and that's hard to do when you're going up against someone as skilled as Go to Bed Triggered. And like you called out, he was taking some shots from the side, ends up working out great that Fuzzy comes in clutch right there to clean up the second guy, makes it a little bit easier for Go to Bed Trigger to take over that wall, get the window, and land that shot for the confirmation. And the lead's still there for Triggered. He's got it by 4, but as you called out, Blendy, our man Fuzzy over here doing a really good job of staying right there with our Season 2 winner.
My man said interview MIDI. If MIDI's in OC, I wouldn't be opposed. I don't think we can do it this week.
See if we can set something up in the future.
Yeah, let me know, my boy. Let me know.
I feel like just running out downstairs and just screaming his name, MIDI.
I'm just gonna go down there like, who's MIDI? His name is Idem. Huh. All right. I like it. I like it. I mean, we might get him next week. I know from OC it's a little bit different getting the gameplay, and I can explain it to him next week. But it's pretty simple. We'll get some more information on for him next week if he does want his gameplay up on the screen here. But hey, I love watching all different types of players. I haven't heard of MIDI just yet, so I'd love to see if he, you know, we see all his fans here, Mario. They're saying he's cracked. I want to see it.
I want to see him too, and that's actually one of the things we've sometimes had a trouble with some of these OC guys is sometimes they don't always want to be on stream, and that's something to talk about here for a second, Blendy. It can be a little bit nerve-wracking to have basically everyone watching in the kill tournament, you on the main screen. I know I've talked to a few players at some of the different locations, and one of their favorite things to do is up on the big projector or main screen, you know, throw us up and crank up the volume in the background so they can hear us going off. And that's got to be sometimes different to deal with or experience for some of these guys.
Oh my gosh, I love these guys in the chat, man. There's yo, Aqua Vortex, do me a favor, follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/BlendyFN. We'll get some games in, boys, and then I'll see about getting your boy MIDI on stream next week. But just hit me up. All of us can play some games. Idem could be in there. Idem, MIDI, Evan, whatever you want to call him there.
Beautiful shots.
The most beautiful shots we've ever seen how to go to be triggered. He does miss some shots and takes a lot of damage, so he's got to be very careful. There's also some nades coming through right now as well. He has all the shield in the world to heal up, though, but he just needs a moment of his time to just get that, and I don't think he's going to get that. I don't think this is a good idea here, my friend. He's got to be very, very careful. There he goes. He's going to pop those chug splashes there. Can he get the rest of the shields off Mario? He has like a couple seconds, and like that, he's already getting pushed right away.
Yeah, he did a great job of building that second box outside, hopefully for the ability to disengage here, but they're already inside. He gets the trap off. Let's see what happens. He gets the knock. He's got to get this confirmation because Fuzzy still is up. Does a great job of getting the confirmation, buying himself a little bit of time, getting the heals, maybe pull off these minis if he can.
Wow. I mean,
and
this man gets, what was that, 2 teams, and he just knocks him out just like that. And look at that. He gets some more shield, another medkit. How did this man clutch up like that? That was disgusting.
And I'm glad that you brought the fact up that this man is disgusting, because if we take a second to look at what gun Go to Bed Trigger just dropped and what he was able to do there, Blendy.
It was a white tack, wasn't it?
What in the world is the... How?
Yo, when I get the white tack, I'm like, damn, bro, the white tack, I'm going to die. Like, there's no way I can do this. And then this man, Go to Bed Trigger's like, oh, white tack? Cool, man, I'm going to push 2 duels real quick and kill all of them. I mean, that was insane. I thought he was going to, like, I don't want to say, like, I didn't doubt Go to Bed Trigger because, I mean, every time we try and doubt him, I mean, he just does stuff like that. He's a Season 2 winner. I mean, one of the best players here at the Esports arena. And that's exactly why. I mean, this a white tack, Mario. He's getting pressured by 4 people. For some reason, he just kills all of them. I mean, that's just like...
It's done. I just don't know what else to say. Like,
what?
He literally has the worst possible gun in that situation to destroy people with, and it wasn't like those 2 players were any slouches.
No, definitely not.
You could tell that their edit abilities, their aggression. I was really surprised that he didn't get the knock on the guy that was on the zip line, but luckily that player's duo comes in, starts basically pressuring Go to Bed Trigger where he doesn't have anything to do because he gets hit or some damage by the explodes. His builds are just going off like crazy.
Yeah.
And he still makes it out alive.
He was getting spammed by nades. He was getting spammed ARs from 4 different people. They all pushed on him, and I was like, no, he can't win this. I mean, Go to Bed Trigger's a really good player, obviously, but when you're getting pressured that hard, you can't win that. And then he just did it.
Yeah.
How?
Now, I like what's going on in chat right now because everyone's super hyped about what's going on, and we'll take a little bit of time to explain the rules or how this all works, and maybe we'll actually throw it up on screen so you guys can read along with us here on the format and how this all works. But, bam, we love the production team. They always do a great job for us here, Blendy.
I've been practicing my reading, Mario. May I do the honors?
Of course.
All right, my friends. So, if you guys want to know, I know Vortex said he might come out here next week, which is perfect. So, you want to get familiar with the format here, my friend. So, it's a standard double elimination bracket, which means if you lose the first time, no worries, my friend. You don't have to start crying. You're all good. You go in the loser's bracket. You keep going. That just means more games, Mario. I love going to the loser's bracket, not because I'm bad, but because I like playing more games. I do it on purpose. So each player, you're going to be playing a duo match against another solo player. You try and get as many kills as possible in those 2 games. If you don't get more kills than the other player, you go into overtime, my friend, and then... What are you doing overtime, Mario? You go for as many kills as possible. 5 kills right away gets you the dub, or you outlive the player and get more kills. Pretty standard format. I mean, go for as many kills as possible. Big mistake we always see people do is just they play for placements. Like they don't push people. They have like 2 kills maybe at the end. That's not what you want to do, my friends. You guys want to push every single fight that you see. If you see a team, that's 2 kills. Easy kills there, boys. So
yeah. That's probably the biggest difference that we're going to see. And when you come to a LAN or you play in a kill-based environment like what we're presenting to you guys here with the esports arena, the difference between this and, say, like a CMG, GB, or UMG match, these guys are no slouches. And the competitiveness it takes to want to drive and show up to a LAN location is a little bit different. So...
I just heard a very beautiful thing in my ear.
Go ahead, Blendy.
The winners finals, Spokane. 2 of the best players in Spokane. We got our boy Go to Bed Triggered once again, and Spiel. We saw this last week, Mark. We've been seeing this for the past 2 weeks. The first week, I think Triggered won. Last week, our boy Spiel won.
Yep.
It's tied 1-1. Who's gonna do it? I mean, I gotta go for Spiel, man. I mean, Spiel's my boy. He hit me up on Twitter. I don't know if he hit you up too, but he was very happy that we were talking about his gameplay.
Okay.
He was very, very happy. Shout out to my boy Spiel. Good guy. Like, I want to root for Spiel, but Go to Bed Trigger's just so good. Like, they're both like this. They're both really good. Yeah. And it's really hard to be like, yeah, like, Spiel's going to win this, obviously, because we just saw what Go to Bed Trigger did. I mean, this man just, like, plays with people.
He's a monster. And I have to agree with you. This could literally go one side or the other here. A little bit offended Spieler didn't hit me up on Twitter because I've been able to play and watch Go to Bed Trigger.
Oh, my gosh.
So I'm a little bit offended that one side of the duo likes me and the other one doesn't.
Your team Go to Bed Trigger. That's fine. This is perfect for the storylines, all right?
Triggered.
Spiel. I'm Team Spiel, baby. Team Spiel all the way. I mean, this man destroys mechs with infantry rifles. Does your boy do that? I don't think so, but my boy does.
I was actually a little bit offended that Go to Bed Trigger didn't pick up that gold infantry rifle that last round. He had the opportunity to.
Ooh, look at that.
Decided to keep it.
Transition. All right, so we got. Oh, I'm so excited. We got Go to Bed Trigger. We got Spiel. Who's gonna win it? Who's gonna win it? I'm gonna go for Spiel because he's just an absolute monster. But Go to Bed Trigger, man. He's just so disgusting at the game. I mean, you saw what he did with that white tack. Imagine if he gets like a blue pump or a combat. They're gonna reset here, which is fine.
Yeah.
But man, this game is gonna be crazy.
Like you said, we've seen this 2 weeks in a row. The reason these guys are finalists is because they're so skilled. They were Season 2 grand finalists and winners. So there's a reason that they're here. What we're seeing in chat, we'd love to, guys, but these are the top 2 players probably from all of the locations again. I mean,
they won last season. You know, it's hard not to root for these guys and call them the best when they literally beat every single location here.
Yeah, and I have a huge amount of respect for everybody else in this tournament because we're seeing them shake up the brackets and make it interesting. And everyone in chat, this is one of the questions they brought up earlier, but are these pub matches or are these custom matches? These are pub matches, but when we get to these season finales, we're going to see what these guys can do against each other when we get to that Code Red tournament where things really get competitive. So hopefully you guys stick around. We got 2 more weeks to bring you guys some Season 3 Fortnite action, which is going to be great. We're getting loaded up here. Again, Go to Bed Trigger Spieler, our Season 2 not only finalists, but winners, ladies and gentlemen. So this is huge. Getting all kinds of love in the chat.
I want to point out in the chat, we're not ignoring you guys. We swear. Oh, are we doing it? No, he's going all the way to Fatal. We're good for like 3 seconds. We don't have gameplay from our boy Mitty, unfortunately. That's what I'm saying. Next week, I'll go down there, talk to him, hopefully get a feed from him. But at the moment, we don't have a feed. But trust me, if we could do Mitty, I'm all for transition.
Bam.
All right. We're all for listening to the chat, but sometimes it's just things that aren't in our hands. But next week, I will personally go down there. I will help him set everything up, and we'll see some MIDI gameplay, boys. Don't worry. We'll see the MIDI gameplay.
We'll get him in the hot seat for sure. And
100%.
there is our main man, Jay Victus, showing up in chat for the night.
Oh, my gosh. I'm so glad JC didn't hear me about me not trying steaks because this man sells steaks for a living, and he would have – well, I'm saying it now. I'm exposing myself.
Yeah,
That's
you just
cool.
exposed yourself.
It's cool. JC, I'm sorry, okay? I've never tried a steak. Don't hate me, JC. Please, I love you, buddy. I love you. Thank you for the love in the chat, by the way, Aqua and Vortex and Geezy. Like, everyone, I love you guys. You guys are great. We're going to try and get our boy Mitty on stream. But for now, enjoy the gameplay. I mean, you guys are going to see these 2 players are absolutely insane. And next week, if you guys do come, we might have your gameplay up on the stream as well. Just let me know. Talk to me downstairs. There we go. I got you.
Let your boy know to hit us up. Don't be too shy. Be willing to be in the hot seat. We're going to work to do some fun things for you guys. So as Blindy pointed out, make sure not only to follow us, but the Esports Arena on all of their social media channels as well. Again, we've talked about this a few times before, but every single night of the week, the Esports Arena is doing something a little bit different for you guys. Monday night, if I'm not mistaken, Blindy, is League of Legends. Tuesday is Blizzard, so anything Blizzard.
There's Overwatch, there's StarCraft, there's anything Blizzard. There's it's there.
And then Wednesday night.
Ooh, Wednesday night fights.
Time to put on the boxing gloves,
Jeez,
get
man.
out the fight sticks.
The turnout for Wednesday night fights is insane. This place literally goes to like capacity. It's insane. Thursday we got Smash, and then Friday, of course, Mario, we have Minecraft. Just kidding, we got Fortnite.
I was about to say, I wouldn't be opposed to some little Minecraft fun, but then you'd be kicking us out plenty, which would break my heart a little bit. And everyone in chat would be, I don't think they'd be terribly disappointed, but they would miss the Fortnite Frenzy.
That is true. I saw in chat real quick, how do I sign up for this? You have two options, my friend. You could either go to our Matcherino page, which is match and then ERINO.com. You could pre-register there, or you can come over here and you could just sign up here, pay your $15, and you're all set to go, my friend. Hello, Char. How you doing, my friend? Welcome to the Fortnite Frenzy, powered by the Marines. I love you. I love everyone in the chat.
Bam, look at Nightbot doing us a favor over there. We got Oakland, Roseville, Spokane, Colorado Springs, Tulsa, and Fort Worth. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. If you're anywhere near one of those locations, definitely do some research, figure out what you need to do to get over to one of those so you guys can participate. Like I went over just a moment ago, all kinds of different games and events going on all the time. And that's one of the funnest things about coming to one of the esports arena locations is you get to meet other like-minded individuals that are looking to try to improve or play, have some fun, and kind of get to really test your skills in a land-based environment. I hate to be sad, Blindy, but we only have 2 more weeks, so we're starting to dwindle down here in Season 3, but the good thing is this is Season 3, which means we've been doing this for a while. We're going to continue to do this, so if you guys like what you're seeing, this is obviously somewhere to be every single day of the week, and our man Go to Bed Triggered already with a loadout that's better than the one he had before, maybe aside from the AR, but he's got a way better shotgun, so we're going to see how nasty he can get.
I was going to say, I'm surprised he's running past all these mats, but I mean, why would you go for mats if you could just go get the Salama real quick, get 375 of every single material there, and you're perfect. And look at that, our boy already. I believe that's 2 kills on the board from him as well because I did see his name up on the feed earlier. So Spiel, he's not wasting any time at all. He knows how good this man is, and he needs to get as many kills. I believe that gets him up to 3 kills already. He might have a little bit more than 3, but I know for sure he has 3. And look at this, Mario. 34 people left, not including our players here. And the first circle hasn't even began closing yet. So it is going to be a very, very close game here, Mario. It looks like my boy is in the lead right now by 3 kills. But you cannot go to put triggered, man. I mean, this dude's an absolute slayer. If he gets on a hoverboard, which there's some spawns right in front of him there, I think we might see it change easily here.
Yeah, still plenty of people left alive for him to make some rotations and play a little bit of catch-up. He's chasing 3 here, as you pointed out. He has a few items for rotation, but he's probably wanting to save them because, again, this is only the first circle here, so still pretty big to only have this amount of people for him to chase down, which is going to be tough.
Yeah, and look at that. He does get the hoverboard there, so now he's going to be a little bit more aggressive. We saw this man do some work with the white tack, and now he has a blue combat. Ooh, it is going to be very, very interesting here. He has mobility, which is amazing. He has the shockwaves, the hoverboard, 2 sets of shield there. We saw him last game, I don't know if you realize it, but he had a whole stack of minis, 50, and the chug splashes. So this man was just like balling out with shield. I mean, anytime he was hurt, he's like, huh, let me just pop these real quick. And that was good. And look at that. He finds one player there. Nice shots. I believe that was 90 shield damage on that first player. He's got to be careful not to get pushed by this other players and get shot down, unfortunately. But look at that. He does go. He's going to go for a play with that. He does get in the box there. I don't know if that's a play there.
Oh.
I don't know if that was a play there. It was very well executed there. But there's 2 people in there. If there's 1, I'd be like, all right, good play, triggered.
Yeah.
Beautiful things we're seeing there. But unfortunately, there were 2. And you got to think, if he had a pump there, because he did hit a guy in the head for, like, what was it, like 80, something like that? If that was a blue pump, maybe that would have been 200. Yeah. Unfortunate there for triggered. But for Spiel, this is the most beautiful thing you could ever see right now. Up by 4. He just got another kill right now. He's going to kill this other player here, it looks like. And you have the whole map to yourself now. You can get as many kills as possible, get this lead up, and Spiel, we might see him going to the grand finals on the winner's side here.
Yeah, like you said, Go to Bed Triggered making a very gutsy move. I don't necessarily blame him because, like you said, he was able to take off 90 shield from the first guy, gets in the box, lands 2 combat shotgun shots, unfortunately on the other player who was probably full on health, loses that engagement, and now, like you said, gives the lobby over to our main man, Spuler, who is already sitting on 4 kills, basically stalking this guy in the air. You know this man can hear the sounds. Splode's coming off towards this drop as well, so we'll see what happens.
Oh, no.
This is going to get crazy here. Oh, you see the mech off in the distance as well. This guy knows he's coming. This is what's a little bit tricky trying to take those fights floating like that. But
so Spiel's able to get that kill there, but I was about to say, this is a very bad situation because, okay, look, yeah, he did get the kill there, but now there's a mech suit there, and you gotta just hope that that mech suit has no idea what's going on, and he's able to rotate. He does find those 2 impulses, and we can get some distance if that mech's not after him. He does find that shield as well, so he's looking pretty good right now. He's just gotta be very careful with that mech. 5 kills in the lead right now, 28 people left here. It is looking very, very good for Spiel right now.
Yeah, it doesn't get much better than this, especially knowing how skilled Spieler is. This isn't the count out, go to bed triggered, but they're really close as far as the skill gap goes. And to have that kind of lead going into round 2, and we're not even done with this round yet. So my man's putting in the work here. I see you guys over in chat. This is actually over in our Spokane Valley location where these guys are. We broadcast.
It's our boy Spiel.
I like it. They switch over the camera. That's the kind of love and camaraderie we get all the time over in Spokane Valley. Obviously, these guys are duos partners, so they're pals, they're friends. But there's no reason to be angry at your fellow competitors. You guys are all here for the same goal, to be considered one of the best Fortnite players in the world. So no reason to be salty or angry at each other. And our main location, FBI, is where we broadcast out of, which is here in Santa Ana. So I like your idea. We'll work on getting some information with our guys. Like Blindy pointed out, make sure they follow us on all the social medias. We'll reach out to them. We'll make maybe some special content with them so you guys can have some entertainment between matches throughout the next few weeks that we got going on, or maybe even off season. We'll see what we have. But, I mean, what are you doing here if you're Spieler, Blindy? I mean, he's got 24 people to chase down. An excellent setup. Not a whole lot of shields or heals, but, I mean, plenty of time to work with.
In this case, I'm a little bit worried about his shotgun count because he has 5 bullets. Hopefully he's able to land on a play, just get 2 clean shots and just clean him up and get. Hopefully that player has just a bunch of shotgun ammo. But if you're Spiel right now, you want to get as many kills as possible. You just want to W key everyone. If you see a team, doesn't matter if they're in a fight or if they're alone, you gotta push it because Spiel's in a very, very good spot here. Go to bed triggered. He usually does not go down this early. He went down, I believe, when there's like 30 people left or something like that. Yeah. So, that's very, very odd there. Unfortunately, he made a play that didn't pay off there. So, if you're Spiel, you know how good Go to Bed Triggered is and how good and how basically like perfect of an advantage this is because he went down early.
Yep.
You can get as many kills as possible, get that lead up. He's up by 5, which is very good. But, if you're Spiel, you want to get in the double digits because 5 to the average player would be like, man, that's a pretty good lead. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
But Go to Bed Triggered, this man can land anywhere. Get up 3 teams. It's like, yeah, that lead's gone.
Especially in Fortnite when anything can happen. We've seen the unfortunate circumstance where even as skilled as Spieler is, you get tag teamed or third partied, there's not a whole lot you can do about those situations. And we've seen it where you have your locations that you're used to landing, you have a plan or strategy, and you have to make a last-minute decision because people decide to land on you. So things like that can happen. We'll see if it comes into play here. He catches one guy standing still, misses the snipe. This guy still has no idea what's going on. Our man is going to board right up to him and just destroy this guy who shouldn't be in this lobby with him right now.
Yeah, one more shot there, so he's got to be very careful to land the shot. There we go. Perfect precision shot there. Able to get 12 bullets off that, and luckily that mech was destroyed before he took that elimination. So he only has a team to worry about here instead of worrying about a mech there. He is going to get naded out there, but I don't think if you're Spiel, you have anything to worry about because you have a good amount of mats, good shield, good health, and good weapons here. So you could easily take this fight here. The best thing you can do if you're Spiel at the moment, though, is just take some picks. Knock off a lot of shield off a player. Best case scenario, you knock one player, you can just push right away, and look at that. Those players are actually campfiring. So
yeah,
if you're Spiel, that's a cue of like, all right, I got to push these guys. They're weak.
I was about to say, I was really surprised he didn't decide to pick up that grenade launcher right off the bat just for the free explode damage to open up these boxes and for him to push in. And especially like you called out, knowing that they're using these campfires is a brilliant play by him. Unfortunately, doesn't have any more grenades to use. He's got a deagle that I wouldn't be surprised for him to maybe decide to drop, especially since he does have this blue sniper rifle, which can obviously destroy somebody's head if they just try to peek just like that. And here comes the pressure. You know he's going to drop this jump pad and fly right in. I don't believe he has any traps to work with. Beautiful shots coming in. Gets the high ground. Just got to take this roof here. The pyramid play is coming in, and now the duo partner's coming in to try to buy his partner some time. But he gives up high ground, essentially. Gets the confirmation. He knows this other player is weak and isn't going to push right away. He decides to, for whatever reason. These are going to be 2 easy kills for Spieler here.
They're making it real easy for Spieler, especially because he has that impulse. So if he gets a little bit nervous, he can easily impulse away. But he's basically box fighting at this point. The only thing he has to worry about here is that there's another team pushing. He does get that wall. He does get the kill. Now he's a little weak there, so he definitely has to heal before this team comes. And unfortunately, no heals at the moment, and he goes down there. But what is that? 8 kills he had there? Beautiful stuff that we're seeing there. That's exactly what you want to do for your Spiel. Get as many kills as possible. And Mar, I see you having a little bit of a chuckle there, my friend. His reaction was pretty funny.
His reaction was great. And one of the best things was go to bed triggered saying, all right, son.
My camera now.
My camera now.
Beautiful stuff we're seeing there. I mean, 8 kill lead. Pretty good. You know, if you want to get as many kills as possible, getting 8 kills in the match is very impressive. Unfortunately, didn't have anything to heal with there. Just, you know.
Like you said, it's very impressive to go out with 8 kills, and to have that lead is going to put the pressure on Go to Bed Triggered even more. And what's tough is we've seen the kill count on some of these games. Winning in a spread on 2 matches is somewhere between the range of 10 to 15. So the fact that Spieler is already sitting in the winning range for the total of 2 rounds is huge.
Yep.
But we know, obviously, how talented Go to Bed Triggered is and how quick this man can turn those numbers around. My question is really going to be now, and I'm kind of curious to see what chat thinks about this. Do you do a hot drop hoping to try to collect a few kills right off the bat, or do you try to play a little bit slower? Because, again, knowing that you're going up against Spieler, you have to think about what his strategy might be, because he, if he wanted to, can maybe play a little bit slow, kind of trail you, steal some of your kills as you want to. Spieler really is sitting in the seat where he can make all the decisions to put everything on Go to Bed Triggered right now.
Yeah, because we've seen Triggered, he usually lands over at Fatal Fields. Fatal Fields sometimes can be a little bit hot. Depends if it's like a hot drop with all the drones everywhere.
Yeah.
If it's the first drop right off the place. But look at that. I'd say it's pretty good. You know, it's not the best, but it's the first POI there. And let's go and transition.
Bam.
Beautiful there. All right, so our boy Triggered definitely has to pop off there. I mean, Spiel has an 8-kill lead. You know, thankfully for Triggered, Spiel usually drops over at pressure plant, which isn't too hot there. So he has some time. He has to take advantage of this because, you know, early game, Spiel can maybe get like 2 kills maybe if a squad drops there. But with this, you know, like bus trail here, I don't think there will be a lot of people that drop over at pressure plant at the moment. So it's on the card, my friend. It's on the RNG. How is it going to work out for Triggered?
Definitely have to agree with you there. The Spieler's kind of going to be in the slower side of things here. Go to Bed Triggered, depending on how things work out with this drop, is sitting kind of okay right now. He gets the information that there is at least one player, so probably a full duo. Gets the shotgun that he needs here, just looking for some mats and a little bit, maybe shields, but I wouldn't be surprised if he decides to push this guy really quick here. And I love what we're seeing over here by God's Mama, I Superior, popping off. We love to hear it. We love to see it. He's one of our favorites, one of the top players at one of our other locations as well. And this is what we were kind of curious to see, is how many people might come over to contest Fatal Fields. One of my favorite spots to come with, like you mentioned, Blendy. And Go to Bed Trigger's got to start putting some work in here quick to start closing that gap as quick as he can.
He definitely does. He has a revolver, which isn't the best for, you know, like medium range combat. But hey, if you're accurate with it, it's the best gun you could have there. Luckily, he does find those boogie bombs and an AR, so he's going to definitely start getting aggressive here. He has a good shield, good health, good loadout. I mean, look at that. He might get some more shield here, which is perfect there. So now he's got to push this right away because, you know, hopefully he's able to get 4 kills off here. But I believe that engagement is done here. So potential 2 kills here for our boy. Can he do it, though? That's a real question.
Yeah, it got a little bit quiet after he decided to go for that blue chest, and I was actually questioning that decision because it cost him a little bit of time. Seems to be working out here as he catches both of these guys off guard, essentially pushing him, leaving them pretty much topside exposed. Easy cleanup kills for Go to Bed Triggered in that situation. Barely takes any damage. Unfortunately, used all of his healing items. Looks like he'll pick up a few minis, some rotations there as well. And right now, he's got to be feeling pretty good. He closes the gap by 2, but obviously Spieler, he's going to be fully matted up, probably having a full loadout as well. We do see that he did take a little bit of damage over there, but we see why. We get confirmations down in the corner that he's cleaning up some kills as well. So while Go to Bed Triggered gets 2, Spieler's saying, nah, just keep doing some work. You got some catching up to do.
That is true, and that's not what you want to see if you're triggered. You want Spiel to go down very, very quickly. Look at that. Another kill for our boy there. So, 10 kills for Spiel, 2 for Triggered here. It's a little bit of a difference there with 8 kills, but with 44 people left, not including our players here, you know, we've seen Triggered pop off. We've seen him get all these kills. He just needs to get like on a hoverboard or some sort of rotation item so he can get aggressive, get in people's face, and just get those kills that he needs right now.
Yeah, and this is something that we don't always see him do. I think it's really because he's trying to stay alive, make sure he has the best possible items before pushing any more engagements. But he got information that there was a guy over on that pallet building, and he decides not to push forward to get into that gunfight. I don't disagree because you know as well as I do, Blindy, but that's one of the hottest spots a lot of tryhards like to go because it doesn't always have a chest, but you're guaranteed a floor spawn and 600 to 700 mats. In this case, that is a ridiculous amount to walk out in under, you know, a minute. Not a whole lot of rotation items over there, so the players over there might be a little bit stuck, but now he's got the hoverboard to work with. Just kind of has to buy and fight against the clock natural here that's going with this lobby as it continues to tick down. Only 38 people left.
It seems like he has his rotations down here though, because the past 2 games that we've been spectating from him, you know, he goes fatal, gets a couple kills, and then goes on over to that hoverboard spawn, and that's definitely not on accident. He knows those are there. He knows he needs rotation, and it's been just a similar pattern. Gets kills in fatal, gets a hoverboard, and just rotates over and gets a bunch of kills. There's a good amount of people still left. You know, usually at this point there'd be like 20 people left or something. 33 people left. So here, he does hear some shots right in front of him. I think they might be in Dusty here, so he definitely has to get aggressive here and get as many kills as possible.
I love the idea that he sees that he didn't have a whole lot of shotgun ammo, had to get some more, lands one beautiful shot on the guy, but the guy boxes up, explodes are now coming in from the mech. He's got to get back on this hoverboard and get away as quick as possible. He survived one blast, but the second one's coming through with the stomp. I don't think he's going to be able to buy himself enough time to get away here.
No, that's so unfortunate, man. The mech has ruined his chances of moving on, man. That's so unfortunate. Triggered's going to go down in the loser's bracket, which means Spiel does move on into the grand finals once again on the winner's side, which is very, very good for Spiel because, like I mentioned, he's not in the top 2 right now. This double point. So if he gets first place here, 20 points for our boy, and even say, you know, for some reason he's not able to do it, he gets the bracket reset and he loses, he still gets 12 points guaranteed here, Mario, which is very, very good.
Yep, and we'll get some confirmation when we decide
our boy Spiel
switch over, but I wouldn't be surprised if the person that Spieler's going to have to go up against is, I believe, would it be Avakasi? Is he
in what? I'm sorry.
In grand finals, because he's over in that location as well, right?
Yeah, Avakasi isn't. I don't know how he's doing in the bracket though.
So
I know that Avakasi is currently in 2nd place on the leaderboard, but I'm not sure how he's doing in bracket. You know, obviously he's not on the winner's side because this is the winner's finals. Maybe he's on the loser's side, so we might be seeing Afakasi versus Go to Bed Triggered in the loser's finals. I'm not 100% sure though. I'm sure we could just look at the bracket or we get some confirmation over from production in a little bit. But you got to think, man, if Afakasi's not in the finals right now or even on the loser's side,
that second spot is up for grabs right now for Spieler, which is huge. So
definitely.
And I love like just the emotion that we're getting over from Spokane Valley right now. So we're getting a lot of love in chat earlier for everyone wanting to see Mitty. So you guys need to let him know that we won't want to see this level of excitement once he is on camera for us and we set that up next week. Make sure that he's hyped and ready to go. And as we say that, it doesn't really matter for this match since Spieler is moving on, so we're going to go ahead and switch over here and get some more games in for you guys.
I believe it was production telling us that Afkasi is in losers right now.
He is, okay.
So, we might see our boys here, Afkasi and Triggered in the losers finals here. And that's even interesting because, you know, Trigger now he's in first place. I don't want to say he doesn't need the points, but, you know, every point matters. If he knocks off Afakasi, that's good for Triggered and that's good for Spiel because, you know, Afakasi would be in third place, which I believe gets him, off the top of my head, I believe that's 5 points? So he'd get 5 points, double points, which is 10 points, which is good. But if Spiel gets at 20,
that's huge.
That's very, very big.
And being that all 3 of those places are so close, it's huge. And we get confirmation we're switching over to 2 of our other top players, Dynamite and Rogue. Obviously, Rogue in first place here. And who is it? Our man Dynamite, who was in chat earlier having fun. You guys are in for a surprise here.
I mean, we went from one great series to another. I mean, it doesn't get better than Dynamite and Rogue. I mean, these 2 players from Oakland, so good. Amazing players here. It looks like Rogue currently, I was going to say, I think he has the lead, but no, he does not. Dynamite with 9 kills, Rogue with 2. So, game number 1, it doesn't seem like it went Rogue's way, but hey, Rogue is one of the clutchest players that we've seen here. This dude is just so crazy. I mean, you remember last week, Mario, when he dropped in Paradise twice in 2 games. He got 6 kills right off the bat, both games. I mean, you can't count out Rogue. I mean, there's still 25 people left. Oh my gosh, man, I'm so excited for this matchup here. Shout out to everyone in chat. Invictus, I see you. God's mama and my boy, my best friend in the whole wide world. Cyber is here. Hashtag remove the mech. We're all here for it. Triggered. Remove the mech. Remove the mech. I'm going to get it tattooed, and I'm just going to show it off on stream next time. And look at that.
Catches a bot just trying to collect some free V-Bucks over here from the
This
Battle
man just got off of work after like a 9 to 5. He's trying to enjoy his day. He's like, yeah, man, I'm hop on some Fortnite real quick. I have some fun with my son. And then Dynamite comes out of nowhere, just takes this guy heads off, makes it look so easy. And you got to love all these rotation items he has. He has that jump pad. He has 2 more impulses, and now
the laser comes in.
You saw that? Rogue is not in a good spot. Look at what Dynamite's going to do. He's like, oh, there's a robot there going for Rogue? Yeah, I'm going to let this go out.
Yeah, normally this is where you need to pay attention to because watch, Dynamite isn't going to do anything until Rogue goes down, and then Dynamite is going to push this like an animal.
I wouldn't even push this. Okay, so Rogue there had 7 kills.
Oh my goodness.
That's amazing. That's exactly what you want if you're Rogue there. So I'm not sure what the updated numbers will be there. I believe this is game number 2 here. So, you know, regardless, Rogue still goes down, which is unfortunate, but he's in the losers. No need to be sad, my friend, because you're in the loser's side. You're amazing, my friend. And look at that, Dynamite, he knows he got the win. He's going to stand. So Dynamite's so good that he can't even die when he's standing still. Look at this. I mean, he's standing still. The amount of shots that this player missed on this guy is very scary. There's a reason why those players were in the mech, Mar. I'm just going to leave it at that. Oh, my gosh. Dynamite was standing still, and these guys missed.
Like, I want to take a second to point out.
Oh my! Can we get a replay of that? I don't know if we have that.
Please, that's a
production. If you could please get a replay of that. This guy was standing still, and then it was just like a minigun. It was a minigun, and he missed all those shots, dude.
Like, as soon as I saw that going on, I think I counted 3 full seconds, 3 Mississippis, mind you, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi.
The only way to count the seconds, Mississippi's. That's the best way, Mario. Thank you.
Most accurate way.
Thank you.
Of course, sir. And
oh my gosh, yes.
I saw. Did you see the tweet that Fortnite put out about the mechs and why they?
What a joke, dude. We want to make sure that players who don't get kills.
These stats show that players that have never won before are finally getting kills and winning. Really?
No.
You don't think those same players were like the ones in the planes? But we'd like to stay positive. I'd rather have
planes, Mario, because at least with planes you could shoot them out.
Very true, yeah.
Robots. You see a robot, you're like, oh, cool.
Transformers.
Won't be seeing you, boys. Won't be seeing you, boys. I mean, we saw Hop in with Go to Bed Triggered, one of the best. Okay, look at this. He gets shot down right here. He leaves. Boom, boom. Miss, 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 miss. Miss, miss, miss.
5.
Miss. Miss. Got him. There's a reason why they're in the mech.
I counted the 6. I didn't use Mississippi's in the replay.
Oh.
Granted, it was slow-mo. So I'm thinking a good 3 Mississippi second count
there. There's at least 10 missed shots there. How?
But, bro, they got kills. They're late game. They're in the mechs. They're about to get that victory royale.
What a joke, dude. We want to make sure that they feel good about themselves and get that feeling that you get when you get a kill or win the game. It's like, no.
And probably the most frustrating thing about that is what we were talking about and what we were so excited to see. You have Dynamite sitting in the lead, basically destroying the lobby, frying people, and you have Rogue trying to make that comeback, able to solidify himself for a reason, close the gap down by, 3 kills?
Yeah, it was very close. He got 7 kills there. I mean,
And then
100%. If that mech wasn't there, we might have seen a difference. So Rogue might have taken the lead there easily. And you saw it in Dynamite's face in his gameplay. I mean, he saw him there, and he's like, there's a mech. And he's going after Rogue. Like, I just need to stand still and just let him die. And that's exactly what happened.
It was kind of like one of those moments where you could see Dynamite kind of go,
we got another Dynamite gameplay. Oakland. Okay. Okay. Okay, so it's Dynamite versus Surge here, it looks like. Surge, I remember seeing him play.
Surge in chat?
Surge is in chat.
So let's see what you can do.
I want to point something out here too, Mario, because we talk up Dynamite so much about how he's a good player, and he is, but right now he's in 5th place, I believe.
Yeah.
So these double points weeks, if he gets first right now, easy first place. 20 points.
Again, like you pointed out, we've talked about how good Dynamite is. We do that probably because we spend a lot of time playing with him outside the stream. One thing to point out, I believe he's had to miss, I know for sure 1 week.
Like 2 weeks, I think.
I think he's had to miss at least 2 weeks. I can definitely confirm or guarantee.
Transition!
So, bam!
Transition.
So
I'm
I kind of blame that for being the reason why Dynamite might be so far behind in the points, because he's missed 2 weeks. I just also don't want to give away. I mean, we know how much Slayers are at Oakland.
So it's a mix of two things. Obviously, he missed like 2 weeks, I think it was, and then it's also that Oakland just has like really disgusting players. I mean, Rogue, Dice, Devin, Riser. I'm naming everyone in the top 10 right now. I mean, these dudes are so good. The person that we were watching earlier, I keep forgetting his name. I'm so sorry, but he's disgusting.
Yeah. And we talked about
Surge is good. I mean, the list keeps going, dude.
And we talked about before how these guys are able to just be so consistent, which is huge here. And for whatever reason, whatever is in the water or going on over at Oakland is just making those players so much different. And I pointed out a minute ago about Dynamite possibly missing a few weeks. It's probably important to talk about the person who's sitting in first right now, Rogue. If I'm not mistaken, Rogue last season, the only reason the man, I'm going to say, didn't qualify is because the last week, per doctor's recommendations, the man was sick, had to miss, and then was not qualified by 1 point.
This season, he is not playing around.
Not at all, no.
My man has been dominating over at Oakland. I mean, he's been very consistent. I think he won like 3 of the weeks, which is very impressive. I mean, for any location, really, especially with Oakland, because we just talked about how good these players are.
Yeah.
It's insane how good Rogue is. It's insane how good all these players are. And now, Dynamite, our boy, has not found any local players yet, but he has a pretty solid loadout here, and he has that rift he can use as well. Look at that. It's just duck hunting. My man is duck hunting right now. These players just jumping up in the air. They can't do anything. Dynamite is going to take care of him. Knocks one already. Going to 62 shield that kid, and he is gone just like that. He had a little bit of a slip up there. I think he tried to go for the pickaxe, maybe trying to be funny, and it's like, oh, wait, there's all my shield.
Yeah.
Still gets the both kills, which is very, very good for him there. Able to get 1 mini off here. Currently 2-0 for these players, and he doesn't even check the loot off that first player.
And this is one of the great parts about a skilled player like Dynamite coming over to this location is people being able to float and not have the ability to build or find cover very quick. He can just connect on those headshots like that, destroy people. My man has got a total of 4 kills in this area in a matter of like 20 to 30 seconds.
What was that, Mario? First of all, I didn't even see that player, and then he just dinks him in the head there, getting his 3rd kill there. I think he's looking for his partner because he got the kill and then he confirmed it, but I mean, that was disgusting, dude. And you just kept going. You're just like, you weren't even surprised. You're just like, yeah, it's Dynamite.
It's Dynamite, and I mean, I don't even know what to say because he's got eyes of an eagle, apparently. He can see things that are going on. We see the duo partner maybe deciding to push this here. So we're finally on the same level of Dynamite.
No fall damage?
That's new. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Dice. That's Dice, not Dynamite.
Oh. Shout out to Dice, by the way. He's a very good player. I love that dude. So he's going to get in a fight. He's going to go into Impulse out there. I love the play there. He wasn't in a good spot there. Decided to disengage. He has 40 mats to his name at the moment. This is one of the downfalls of going over to the loot late. Good mats, easy kills there sometimes. No mats at all, though. So, unfortunate there. Still has 3 kills. I wouldn't be too worried. And there goes his shield.
Yeah, luckily, I mean, not the best shot in the world. Only like 20, 30 damage, not huge, but enough to, like you said, basically call him out in the air, leave himself exposed. He has no shields out now, which is tough. He's got to hunt for stuff if he can, and he's going to start to find himself in these last circles, but...
Wow.
Ooh,
it doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah, I was about to say, you ask and you shall receive if you're Dynamite. He's even got the cheeky storm flip, which we don't see a lot of players use, but in these final circles with third-party situations, it's not a bad item to have if you don't have anything else holding up a space.
Yeah, it's a very good item, especially in situations where, say, you knock a player and then you try and go for the confirmation and then you just keep like holding walls. Just throw a little storm surge in there.
Yep.
Get your confirmation, take off a lot of shield off or a lot of damage off that first player. You're all good to go here, my friend. So, pretty solid loadout we're seeing here, man. I mean, you can't go wrong when you have impulses, man. I mean, we talk about so much about how there's no mobility in this game anymore. When you have impulses, it's basically a must at this point because there's the mechs.
Yeah.
Very annoying. Only way to counter them really is have those impulses and just keep shooting at it. And when they shoot the missiles at you, go an impulse away. Hopefully you're able to get at that point. And then there's no mobility. I mean, thankfully, Dynamite lands somewhere where it's like center. So like I feel like 90% of the time he's in circle. In other cases, like say like if you're like Fatal, there's been times where I land Fatal and then the circle is all the way like past Salty like by Dusty or something. And then that run, Mario, is not fun, especially when you're just running in circles. So you need every single mobility item that you can get here. And I feel like it's been a pattern this whole night, Mario, where we've seen people with impulses. They drop them for like a weapon. Impulses are just so much better this season.
Most definitely. They're probably one of my favorite items that really weren't used prior to this season, like you mentioned. And that's probably the most annoying and frustrating thing to deal with in Fortnite right now is just having to run around and not find anyone for so long. I mean, we've been watching Dynamite. Luckily, has the opportunity to mat up since he was low, like you called out earlier. But he's been running around for about 2 minutes right now, not running into anyone. Gets some more impulses, so hopefully he'll be able to work his way around this area here. Has the Rift to use if he needs to, but we saw how dangerous that could be when you are using the Rift, kind of leaving yourself exposed, floating around in lower gravity like he is in this area. So we see a lot of players electing not to jump, try to stick to the ground as much as possible. But this is Dynamite. He's going to push this fight, use this impulse to close the gap here. And I like the idea. Yep.
I love this things. He knows that those players are weak, so he's going to try and stink these players out. Hopefully get some confirmations here. The mat count's looking a little bit low. Honestly, we've seen that Dynamite loves getting these build fights here. He only has about 500 total. It could get the job done, but if you get third party, he's going to be in a very tough spot there. I don't think that player's in that 1x1 anymore, unless he's at the very bottom here, which it doesn't look like he is. So that team that he thought was there, they're completely gone, Mario, and I have no idea where they could be right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought he had the confirmation, like you mentioned, once he used that stink, didn't get any hit markers and didn't flush anyone out. The tricky part is I didn't see the player make the rotate out of the backside. So good maneuver by the other player here in this lobby to basically disappear and disengage. And it's Dynamite. We know he's going to be the aggressor and push the action. So.
He's pushing 100%. I mean, this man's already on it. I'm very shocked because I thought when he impulsed there, he was going to for sure get him with that stink because I did not see him because I thought those were freshly built. Guess it wasn't. So now Dynamite is going to be fighting 2 players here. I think they actually might be splitting up here. No, the other dual partner is right below him there. And actually, this might be a whole different team fight going on here. So he's going to try and third-party his fight here. That player on his left side is very weak, doesn't have any issues. He's going to try and go for the kill here. But Dynamite, this might not work out for him because he's going to get in the middle of 2 teams here. Doesn't have all the mats in the world. The player's going to hold walls. Can Dynamite take it? Not just yet. He's going to try one more time. He still doesn't get it. He finally gets the wall. He gets the ramp. Goes for a shot. Doesn't connect just yet. Going to go for another shot here. He's got to be careful there. One player does get knocked. Another team right ahead of him right there on the high ground. takes the high ground with the impulse. Can he do it once again? Yes, he can. Can he knock out this player, though? He's got to do it very quick. He has about 300 mats to his name at the moment. Going to try and take the high ground. Successfully does so. Going to try and take some shots. Not going to connect just yet, though. Player goes for the edit. Diamond gets the wall. Can he get the edit, though?
There's way too much going on here. He gets the knock on the confirmation. Just has to worry about one more above him here. He's holding the pyramids, gets the drop down and the edit. Dynamite doing exactly what he does best.
Goodness.
Cleaning up squads like it's absolutely nothing. And he still has to rotate with this rift as he decides to do the waterfall. You have Surge pushing in as well. And I don't know if that was a scary sight or not, Blenny, but I think I might have saw a mech out in the corner of my eye. You have a third-party team pushing into this location as well. Dynamite's deciding, you know what? I'm getting out of here. He didn't even have an opportunity to collect all the mats off of those kills, upgrade any of his weapons. He's basically just trying to get out of here as quickly as possible. Or do exactly that. Let Surge go down.
Surge goes down. Diamond up 5 kills right now. And that's exactly why you practice these box fights. I mean, I know for a fact that Diamond and Red Star, they go in box fights and creative for like hours and just practice. And you see it there. You saw the edit. You saw the reset. You saw the kills. Once Diamond has your wall, you're in a bad spot. Look at that. Another box fight for Diamond. Can he get the kill here? He does get tagged for a little bit. Nice tags, though, with that stink, though. He knows the player's weak. He took off about like 20 damage off that player. Going for the high ground, only has about 400 mats his name right now. Going to try and get as many shields as possible. Going for the double edit, though, not able to connect just yet. Player right below him, I believe that player has to be weak as he just got out of an engagement here. This is a really good spot for Dynamite. Currently 5 kills up, still has 18 people left alive, but that player's not going to let him take that. And that mech you're talking about earlier, I believe it just got destroyed, Mario, so that is very good for Dynamite.
Yeah, you hear that noise go off in the background. He's getting the cues of where these guys are at, but they're not really pushing the fight on him as well. So they might be looking to try to just disengage, box up, get some heals off as possible. The kill finally comes on Surge there, so you see him try to go down to get all of this material. Shot comes in, connects for about 26 on Dynamite, still sitting in a really good spot here. You just got to make sure he lands one of these combat shots if he can. They're not coming through. This player comes out, and bye-bye. It's time for Dynamite to move forward and extend this lead with 15 people still left in the lobby. If you're Surge, it's looking a little bit scary.
Man, I mean, do you see how quick this man can edit? And he just like, I feel like he's just like a step ahead of everyone, man. I mean, you see these edits, you see these shots. This man spends so much time in creative, and you're seeing it happen here. I believe there's one more player. Yes, there is. So he's going to go for a kill there. I didn't even hear that guy. And Dynamite just cleans him up just like that. So nice awareness by Dynamite. 7 kills. Normally I'd be worried about like, hey man, you got to rotate, but he's got a rift right there. He's going to easily get in circle. Has, what is that, a campfire, 2 medkits. This is looking very, very good for Dynamite. Nice tags there. Was that a hip fire too?
It was a hip fire. He's got 26 white on this guy, so he's got no shield. I'd expect him just to keep spraying, try to use his information as much as possible and continue to put the pressure on him. He's got the builds here to make this jump a little bit easier. And you know this guy has got to box up as soon as he's out of the storm. The reboot van is off in the corner to the left. You see all kind of explosions going on as well. So Dynamite is sitting in a great place in this first round with 14 people left to destroy this lobby and basically make sure that, unfortunately, giving love over to Surge, he might not have much of an opportunity to catch up here. But as you called out, the most dangerous sound and annoying sound in Fortnite is going off in the background right now. He's got to disengage, buy himself some time, and get some of these heals off as well.
Oh, man. So he was going to go up on that mountain, take the high ground, heal up, and then he heard that mech. Thankfully, I don't think the mech spotted him because he was able to escape just like that. So now, back up to 100 HP. There's 70 HP for Dynamite. And look at his mat count, man. He went from having, what was it, like 300 to having max everything. So this is looking very, very good for Dynamite. 15 people left on the map there. He's going to go ahead and rotate a little bit early there to the circle, which is very good. It's looking so good for Dynamite right now, man. I mean, this guy's just beaming. You know he's warmed up. You know he's ready for this. You know he has all the momentum right now, Mario.
Yep. His mat count is impeccable. He's got the loot out that he needs or would like in the situation. Catching one guy just kind of rotating off in the distance here, but he electing to basically make the rotation closer to the circle, which I don't blame him. A little bit scary going for this high ground again, just knowing that that mech was up here in the past. But Pet catches this guy basically trying to heal with an open box. He knows the duo partners on high ground as well, but has the builds to take over here and just kind of guard these guys as he makes his rotation. He's got the better positioning, so he can even maybe just play this and pop shots as the Storm chunks these guys as well here.
A nice edit we're seeing here from Diamond. He's using that ramp edit for some information. He knows that player might be healing up there. And beautiful shots here. 66 shield taking off that player.
Okay, Diamond.
30 off that player. Can he get the launch pad in time? No, he cannot. But now he's going to knock off these players in the air, hopefully. I believe they have full shield. 22 shield on that player. Not hitting his shots, unfortunately. 22 shield once again. Players just still have a good amount of HP there. But now he has that zip line over to rotate. The question here, though, is can he get some kills off rotation?
Yeah, you expect that other team to try to go back and maybe keep an eye on them. But it looks like both of those other teams are deciding to separate.
Oh, no.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, you see the laser and you hear the noise and you know it's over. I'd be very surprised if Diamond's able to get this. I mean, as good as a player he is, it's so hard to 1v1 a mech here. Best case scenario, all these 9 other players just decide to just kill that robot. He's got to take some shots on that robot very soon, though, because it's going to get right up in his face, and he needs to get some damage on that robot right away. And the robot's right on him. I think that's GG's for Diamond unless he's able to do some sort of miracle here. Going to try and get the high ground there. Takes off all of his HP. 6 HP left for Diamond. Can he do something here, though? I don't think he's able to do something here, Mario. I believe this might be it for Diamond, unfortunately.
He has a little bit of time to work with because one player did jump out trying to shotgun him to clean him up in the back, so he had to buy some time to get back into the mech to push this fight on Diamond.
Oh my goodness, 6 HP left here. Anything can get Diamond. He got 4 shield off that. Oh. There's a mech suit there. If he's able to get that, I believe it might save his life there. I think he is able to get in. Oh my gosh, it does not get any more clutch than this. He's going to be able to rotate on over there. Can he clutch this out?
Ladies and gentlemen, you don't bring a mech to a gunfight against Diamond. This man is deciding to engage against the other mech on the map, basically drawing attention away from himself, disengaging, able to pop off the med kit.
That's insane.
Smile, Diamond. I see you trying to hide it.
No reaction, dude. He's just like, yeah.
There it is.
Oh I would have died. I feel like 99% of us would have just died, Mario. If we're in that situation,
100%.
This man had amazing builds, able to block off all these rockets, gets in the mech. I mean, the RNG gods could not be more in this man's favor right now.
Yeah, and he's going to have that to work with as far as needing a shield, basically disengaging. Hopefully, these other robots are fighting each other at this point, but...
No. They're also looking. He knows he's somewhere here. If he saw the mech park that side, he must know that he's here right now. So he's got to be very careful, very sneaky. 7 kills, 10 people left here. Diamond is in such an awkward spot right now. He went from having max mats to 12 wood, well 16 wood, 232 wood. I mean, jeez, man. I mean, talk about wasting all your mats.
We talk about some of our players being savages and being emotionless, but as much as he's trying to hide it right now, you can just see the frustration on Dynamite's face because there's literally nothing you can do about the situation except for what he's doing is trying to hide and not give away your position because it's so hard to fight these things. And a fresh build is just a giveaway to say, hey, shoot at me. Luckily, he sees these guys going after each other here, gets a little bit of information that one guy dies, but it doesn't look like that I can't even talk now.
The WEC?
The WEC.
Remove the WECs, boys. Let's go.
I was going to say whack mech, but you could tell it's not very damaged, so him pushing this fight is going to be tough. And excuse me? There's still...
Yeah, there's 2. Thankfully, though, both of them are very, very weak. That you can see both of them were like almost destroyed like that. That one's destroyed. The one up on the mountain is very weak as well. He's trying to take some shots on that player. Now Diamonds can make that guy play because he hurt him a lot, and now Diamond wants some revenge. And you got to think he's just going to push both of these mechs right now.
Yeah, and doing a great job of putting bullets and shots into the mech while he has the opportunity to before it can get some more rockets off. We can't tell if he got the explosion on it completely yet as he decides to get in a box fight with this guy who gets high ground on him. But this is Dynamite, ladies and gentlemen. He doesn't lose box fights too often. Unfortunately, gets a beautiful trap there. This guy is not getting away. Wow. He tries to slip out somehow there.
So that mech wasn't destroyed. The guys actually got out of the mech before it was, and I think that kind of like threw Dynamite off, thinking that it was destroyed. So that mech still might be in play a little bit later on, but currently a 1v2 situation here. Dynamite does not have the circle advantage. He does not have the player advantage.
These are the last 2 guys as well.
Yeah, last 2 guys. They're a duo partner. They're up on the high ground. Dynamite doesn't really have too many mats. He has 800 steel to play with, but getting in a fight with 2 duos, that's going to quickly dwindle down. Luckily, he's able to rotate through that mountain. These players should be on Dynamite's like butt right now. They should just be shooting this guy. Are those just free match right there? Is that just free loot? What's going on right now?
Unless this guy pops out of the bush to try to make some cheeky play, it was ridiculous for them to allow him to make this rotate. You can see why it's ridiculous. He's able to destroy the mech, land 110 on the headshot. Dynamite, do me a favor and spectate these guys to show. You have one guy at full health, but that other guy was almost absolutely destroyed.
Oh my goodness.
And that was a 1v mech situation. So
8 kills coming out of Dynamite. Game number 1 here. We have escape here. We have escape gameplay from Dynamite. Of course I want to see this. This is beautiful. We're going to see it over here on the screen right behind us very soon here.
Bam.
I don't think we can do it. Wait, let me try.
Ooh, the timing.
Oh, I did it. Okay, so look at this. So this one, I was like, yeah, Dynamite's dead. I mean, we've seen this situation countless times. You see him, look at all these mats he's wasting. He has max wood here, max brick, already down 200. The mech was on this man. How did he not die? He just keeps building right there. That's where it got a little bit bad for him. He took a lot of damage. There's 6 HP left, and you see him cranking right now. Did you know he's in a bad spot there? Beautiful escape routine from Dynamite. Edits that wall out there. Able to take the high ground once again, and he just keeps walling off, man. I mean...
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he decided to do this on purpose or not, but you can tell there about midway up the mountain, he decides to push off the side a little bit more and actually get a little bit more distance between him and the mountain, which I think is what saved him, because initially when he was trying to disengage and wall up the mountain, the bullets came in and were hitting the side, splashing him, unable to defend himself. He's able to make the adjustment. 6 health, ladies and gentlemen, comes through, able to get in the mech suit, disengage, pop off the med kit to survive. How in the world he is able to do that?
He's not human.
No.
He's not. Look at... He's not human. Let's get that straight, because... The mech was on him, Mario. The mech was on top of this man. And that was just like, yeah, let me just sneak on through. Before we keep going, though, transition.
And he's able to even get off the...
we did it.
The campfire, too, just to get a little bit more health. Not a whole lot, 4, but still, my goodness, Dynamite.
Those builds were just on point there. I don't even know how to explain the play, Mario. I mean, this thing was just crazy. How do you escape a mech like that when it's on top of you?
You don't, or at least that I.
What is that?
Apparently, we're gonna have to sit down and talk to what kind of hacks Dynamite has access to, apparently, because there's no escaping the mechs, but our man makes it look so simple, and this is why he's in winner's final. He's got 8 kills in the lead. It's really going to be interesting to see what Surge is going to do in this situation, because right now, as good as Dynamite is, he's hurting for some materials and guns here, because he's not got the greatest setup. I don't know if anyone landed near him or not. That's the biggest thing to keep an eye on for, but we see a lot of teams make this rotation because of that rift, so I wouldn't be surprised if the action starts picking up here pretty quick.
Yeah, so normally when people land over at Loot Lake, they usually land over at those at the broken factories there, which is why Dynamite lands over at Modern House, because he knows 9 times out of 10 there's not going to be a person there. And look at that, Surge goes down, unfortunately, which means Dynamite does move on. At this point, he's going to crank 90s. I mean, look at how smooth those 90s are. And he's just going to fall off, and boom, Dynamite's dead. Simple as that.
I have to agree with JC in chat. So everybody in chat, take a moment to
praise our boy JC.
I like that hashtag. Remove Dynamite. That's
remove. Dude, I mean, how do you escape a mech, dude? Like, when I saw the mech on top of the man, I was like, no, he's dead. Like, there's no way he lives. It's a mech. He just slithers on through, gets high ground on the mountain, and then there's just a mech.
Our man is a monster, so kudos to Dynamite and his ability to move forward there in the winners finals. Midi, good to see you getting a lot of love over there in chat earlier. Look forward to maybe working out an interview, having you in the hot seat on the OC location next week. That'll be super exciting. But, yeah, everybody in chat is pretty much agreeing with us, Bundy. Hashtag remove the mech. I mean, I don't understand the philosophy of them making it. That's not what the community wants. We don't want it to be weaker. We don't want it to be less frequent. We want it gone. That's the only solution, just gone.
Like how they, like, patched it and they added in a laser sight. Like, yeah, dude, that'll really help.
We're gonna make this more. No, you gave it more accuracy and basically made it easier for people to line up their random rocket shots. But that's your philosophy, and
Who would interview you? I don't know. Probably me and Mario, like both of us. You know,
maybe.
good cop, bad cop type thing.
Ooh, I like it.
You like him? All right. Next week I got you, Mitty.
We'll set it up, Mitty. But like I said, you were getting a lot of love and stream, which was pretty cool, and that's what we're seeing right now across the board. Which locations do you guys want to see? Who's your favorite players? What's been probably some of your favorite highlights so far tonight? I know for me, Blindy, it has to be that mech escape, and then I'm gonna say the hoverboard shots that we saw earlier that were going off. Those were pretty nice. So
Go to Bit Trigger's insane.
most definitely, yeah.
Love the place from Go to Bit Trigger.
Oh yeah.
Use code Bloody. Smart man there. Very, very smart man there. I like that guy.
It was different to see. So we're going to see what's going on with our other location, what they have going on. Throw it over to a quick break. This is your guys' opportunity to go get some snacks, some drinks, and don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
It's not just the ships, the armor, or the aircraft. It's something more. It's the will to fight and determination to win, found inside each and every Marine that answers a nation's call. Battles won.
And 50 shield there, my friend. So he can easily just push this guy, get a easy elim. But what if this guy's like a pump shotgun or anything good up close? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're back here. I felt like I was like the Royal Rumble announcer there.
A little bit. I think you were remembering the wrestling event that we got going on.
Bro, don't I love that so much,
Right?
dude. It was
Body
so much fun.
slams.
Mario, we're back. We're here with Spokane. We're here with Go to Bed Triggered and
Our main man,
Spiel. So, Triggered in the losers bracket, as we did see, and Spiel in the winner's side. Oh, sorry. Transition.
You left me.
I'm so sorry. I got excited, dude. My favorite pro players here in the chat right now, Spectro, my best friend. I love this guy so much. We're watching the Season 2 winners here going against a rematch. See if Spiel could clutch out here, take these 2 rounds. Easy 20 points, easy money. Or can Mr. Go to Bed Triggered here, can he clutch out? Can he win these next 4 games, Mario? Find out next time.
Yeah. And this would actually be a great time if we can, with the production team, have them switch over to show the standings for this location over here at Spokane Valley.
Yes.
Just to see how these final 2 weeks are going to affect these guys, because Spuler, if I remember right, like we were talking about off stream when we were on break, Blendy, he's sitting a little bit low on the points board. So these final 2 weeks are huge, especially because they're double points, to see if he can get in one of those top 2 spots.
So both players here are guaranteed 12 points. Regardless of who loses, like if Trigger loses, 12 points. If Spiel loses, 12 points. Whoever wins, 20 points, which is a very significant amount. This is really good for Spiel, though, because like we mentioned, he's not in the top 2 right now in that location. 20 points will easily get him up there. And look at that, he's going to go for some fights in there. I had no clue how this man saw him there, but there we go. Cleans him up. 1 kill on the board already for Trigger here. I believe there's like 2 more teams here as well in Fatal, so he can easily come out here with 4 kills if he's very lucky and if he's very, 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 very sneaky. Midi in the chat. My boy, you're popular, man. Everyone was talking about you. Now we're going to possibly show your gameplay next week. We're going to maybe do an interview. You're popular, my friend. Everyone was here trying to love you. You weren't here.
Our apologies. We weren't too familiar, and I don't recall seeing any of your gameplay from the previous week. So again, apologies. But there's a lot of people in chat showing you some love. So we want to see what you're bringing to the table and what you got going on as he catches this guy maybe just counting sheep. I don't know what's going on.
He was just, I guess, trying to enjoy the view.
It looks like it. Yeah, maybe seeing what's going on in the rift, or maybe new colors. You can see him looking for the duo here, but I'm thinking this player might have just been AFK, and
I think it was maybe popping shields. I'm not 100% on that, though.
yeah, it's just very odd to see that. And there comes the duo partner shots as he just beams this guy for the head. The stinks come in. He gets the high ground. He's got some stinks of his own here, or some nades.
Those are some nades, my friend. That's not what you want there. Gets one player with the nade there. Cleans up the other player. 4 kills already for our boy Triggered. And this is exactly the start you want, because, like we pointed out before, Spiel always lands over at pressure plant. So this means this man does not have a good early game. I mean, best case scenario for Spiel, he gets like 2 kills.
Yeah.
Normally people don't land over at pressure plant. It's very, very rare. So Triggered knows that, so he tries to go hard very soon in the beginning. That's exactly what he's doing. 4-0 right now for these players. This is exactly what you need to do for your Triggered, because he is in the loser side of the bracket, which means he needs to win this series here, reset it, and then win another series, which against Spiel, it is not an easy thing to do.
Most definitely. The pressure is on Go to Bed Trigger, although he is looking pretty good right now with his loadout and the lead. So a lot of things going on. And just to answer you guys in chat about the image, if you guys are going to TwitchCon, you'll be able to use that logo before and after, I believe, forever, because I think I have my TwitchCon badges from 2017 and 18.
But I'm on Dynamite's side here because I bought my TwitchCon tickets with my Twitch account, because you can't buy tickets without linking your account. Obviously, you need to be signed into your Twitch account.
Correct.
I bought mine and I don't get the badge, and now I see all these people with the badge. I'm just like, where's my badge?
You should have a badge.
Wait, did you get your TwitchCon tickets?
I am not going to TwitchCon this year. Unfortunately, I will be missing out TwitchCon 2019. The only reason I was allowed to go the first year was because of I had my trip paid for by Avermedius. Shout out to
Here you go,
Avermedius.
flexing once again. Oh yeah, I got my trip paid. Okay, buddy, we get it. You're popular, Mario.
And
okay.
you guys could have caught me at TwitchCon 2018 because I qualified there. Got to go for play some Fortnite. So my
get
old
outta
self,
here.
but
Get out of here.
I love all the love we're getting, Mitty, and all the support you're bringing. We love it. I know you asked earlier what exactly you're getting DMs for or what the hot seat is. It's kind of just our name for asking if you'd prefer to be on stream.
Yep.
The Esports Arena has 7 locations, like we've talked about before, Blendy, and sometimes players don't either for what we don't always know the reason. We'd love to interview them, find out why, but sometimes players don't want to be on stream while they're playing or competing, which is understandable. But if you're up for it, Meaty, we'd love to work, and you're going to be partnering up with my man Blendy next week, and he'll set it up so we can
Yes.
have you stream and be on camera the whole time, which would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll be here at I usually get here like at 4. Just look for me. I'm very hard to find. I'm the guy that's 6'3", 220 pounds. So, you'll see me. Just let me know, dude. Mario, how do you get the badge though? Do you have to swap it? Because I bought my TwitchCon ticket, and I don't have the badge. And like all these people are flexing. And then can we just talk about how Spectre just came in here flexing with this verified? Like, okay, you're partnered, Spectre. You're so cool.
So let me figure out. I'm pretty sure I remember how to do this on my phone. Let me bring up the Esports Arena chat so I can do it in chat and see if it works for you guys. Test. And see. Yeah, I have to mute that because
I don't want to hear my own voice, Mario.
you don't like the way you sound, Blendy? And then I don't remember exactly how to change your emote. I want to say it's in the chat settings though, and your icons. You just have to filter through which ones you guys have access to.
Dynamite, I need you to do research since you're not in a match right now. I need you to do research on how to get your badge on there because I want my badge, dude. I really want my badge.
Yeah, so if I remember it, you guys just go to chat settings, and then you modify your icon, and then depending on what you guys have unlocked, it'll give you guys different options. I don't remember how to do that on the mobile, though. It's a little bit tricky.
I thought it'd just be like automatic.
You would think so, right? They're
Yeah, like, hell, you buy your ticket? Cool, here's your badge, man. But I guess not, man. I guess, Twitch doesn't love me.
Apparently not, no. But I'm super excited that you're going to TwitchCon. This is going to be your first one, Blendy?
Nah, I went in 2015.
Oh,
It's
nice.
pretty fun, yeah.
So you get to see what new stuff they got going on this year, because I'm sure it's going to be...
I'm meeting all my boys, dude. Dynamite's going. Finally going to meet Dynamite. I hope Spectre goes. Spectre, are you going, dude? I hope you go. That'd be cool. Because I'm like 99% sure there's going to be a Fortnite event there at TwitchCon. I mean, last year it was the finals. This year, question mark?
They haven't announced anything yet, which is very surprising, especially as fast as TwitchCon is coming up. But being that it is TwitchCon and there's going to be a lot of high-profile people there, and that's... Whew.
Sorry, I got excited because he almost got that snipe in because Spectre was going to TwitchCon. Let's go.
If he would have landed that shot, we would have probably hurt some eardrums.
Yeah, all right. Spectre, I'm going to need you to do me a favor and hang out with me the whole time so I can meet all the pro players and I can seem cool. Like, oh, yeah, I'm Spectre's best friend, Yeah, I'm cool. All right, so back to the gameplay, though. We're going to go for some crazy snipes. You're not able to connect just yet. And, Mario, I want to point out there, this man is on a crazy build fight there. You could easily shoot it down. There's no jump pads that he can place right now. There's no redeploy. He's dead if he does that,
And I think he heard your call out here, Blendy, because he's got the idea of basically shooting that down. He's got, like you said, no mobility to close the gap here, and he's got...
I think Spiel got that. I think Spiel destroyed that right there. So we look. Oh no, he got it. Look at that.
Goodness.
That's why.
What in the world?
What?
A man flies in, gets taken
Oh
out.
my! Was that 4? Oh my gosh! That's why you do that, boys. 4 easy kills. They're going from 4 kills to 8. About to get his 9th kill there. Oh my gosh! Let's go! Oh, I'm so dumb hyped right now, Mario.
He's got the disengage mobility item.
Oh my gosh!
He's got a trap to work with here. If he gets boxed up, he's popping the minis. You know this guy's going to try to take high ground here. Our man is just going off, and if he goes down, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, this man is absolutely insane. He's going to be in a build fight. He's going to try and disengage with that. Unfortunately, there's something there, so it blocked him. Going to get the high ground, though, but he's getting beamed by like 3 different teams. He might go down here. 1 HP left. Only has 4 mini shields to do so, and there we go. He gets poked. What was that, Mario?
All I know is I hope we get to see a replay so we can count
Please.
in slow motion how many names
I-
went off of that. This has got to be
I
the
wanna-
greatest highlight.
I want to see a replay, and I want to see his reaction because, like, it's very rare that this man reacts. And even he was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like, the
Yeah.
whole chat went off there. I didn't think it'd work out that well, dude.
Yeah, this clip has got to go on YouTube. Chat, please clip that. Share that across all of your platforms. I don't care what you use. Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter. Go to Bed Triggered is
TikTok.
this night's
TikTok.
highlight reel owner, ladies and gentlemen. TikTok Blindy. He is famous.
I didn't even mention it.
Oh
No.
my goodness.
But that was crazy. I
Yeah.
didn't think it'd work out that well. I thought one player would be like, "Oh, here, I have a jump pad." Nah, bro, they all just fell. That was insane, dude. That's, oh my gosh. Oh, look, now Spectro's gonna flex a TwitchCon 19 badge. All right, buddy.
Spectra with the badge edit. I like it. And look at this now. As crazy as of a moment as that was, Spieler now not in a terrible spot. He's got plenty of people still left in the lobby to work with. All the mats and items in the world to upgrade here. The man's setup is absolutely ridiculous. He could maybe ask for a better shotgun, but he lands one of these snipes, gets a knock. That's an easy 2 kills for him to confirm as the rotation comes in. With this mech, he can use both of these to his advantage here. What in the world are we looking at, ladies and gentlemen?
There's 2 mechs, Mario. Get out of there. Get out of there, Spiel. You gotta go, buddy. You can't fight that. You don't fight that. There's no way to fight that. What do you gotta let them just run, dude. You gotta let the Transformers fight here.
Yeah, and it's hard to tell if these guys are actually fighting each
there.
other. He catches one guy just absolutely unaware of where he's at. He should be able to get this confirmation. The duo partner is nowhere to be found, and I wouldn't be surprised if he decides to pick up those splashes. They're one of the best healing items, fast pace in the game right now, but he's getting pressured by this mech. Decides to do the great move of going into the storeroom where he's not able to be seen right away. This mech is hunting him down, but he's using these to basically get away as fast as possible here.
Oh my, wait, are these robots teaming?
I think this is a duo that are actually separated in these mechs, which is even more frustrating. You're gonna
Is
have,
that a 3rd mech back there?
oh my goodness.
What is going? Why are there 3 mechs?
This is Fortnite
What do you
Season
do?
10, ladies and gentlemen.
What do you do? There's 3 mechs, Mario.
I'm beyond frustrated for Spieler there because my man had
There's 3 mechs.
all the utilities that he would need to try to make that comeback and literally runs into 3 mechs. But, ladies and
The
gentlemen,
replay, dude.
let's go right into the replay
You
here.
got the
'cause
replay. I need to see the replay. Because you see 2 mechs, and it's like, oh, man, that's really bad. And then you see, like, the whole mech is like, hey, hi there.
He's like coming in through the storm like, what are you guys doing? Just,
oh, my God.
are you ready, Blindy?
Oh, all right, ready? Boom,
Bam,
play.
replay.
All right, replay. We see here. So, this was the first replay. He shoots it down. Look at this. 1, 2, look at the kill feed. Boom, 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 boom. And then another guy just like, hey, are you good over here? Can I fight real quick? And boom, you're dead too, buddy. Thanks for playing, but you're out of here. And then, unfortunately, he gets smashed by like 3 teams here. And you got to think, Mario, he killed 2 teams like that. 3 other teams come. Why were there 5 teams there, Mario?
I have no idea, Blindy. And if it wouldn't have been for the event, I bet that would have been the world record for fastest amount of kills in Fortnite.
Look at his reaction. Look, he knows he's like, oh my gosh, I destroyed it. How many kills am I going to get?
Pretty sure we have to.
It's falling out. Boom. Oh my gosh, dude. I was so smart. I take full credit for that because I know they can hear me right now and they have the live stream and they heard me say like, dude, shoot it down, and then he shot it down. So
And he
technically, I just got 4 kills,
You
Mario.
just see his mouth go. I can't even.
Yeah, shout out to Valley, by the way. I can't even count that much, but he just gave like a bunch of bits.
We're getting so much love. We're having so much fun.
Oh my gosh.
And this is just round 1, ladies and gentlemen, which if I remember right, the crazy part about that, Blindy,
Dynamite's emotes, they look, they kill me every time, bro. Oh my gosh, I
Oh
love
my
this
goodness,
community.
we're done, Bundy. This is just
Okay, so what do you do if you're Spiel? I mean, this dude just got 8 kills in the span of like a minute, by the way.
the great part is Spuler is on the winner side, so Go to Bed Triggered has to still win this round and a whole reset.
But, jeez, like, there, this was insane, by the way. But you got to think, too, back to the point that we're making.
Yeah.
If Go to Bed Triggered wins this series, you know this match is going to be, like, hyped the whole time. The momentum's going to be in his
for
favor.
sure.
Spiel's going to be like, man, like, you know, he might be a little bit down to the dumps. And then Spiel's just going to take off.
If anyone can get the momentum back or make it competitive, it's Spieler. But you want to talk about a momentum swing of a situation to happen to you in a competitive situation. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that to get 4 or 5 kills and
fed to him. Like, it doesn't get any easier than that.
It was like,
What?
Like, you just saw all the bodies floating in slow motion, falling to their death. And you can
Dude, it was just, he shoots it down, and then it's tense for like 2 seconds of like, did it work? Are they going to jump pad away or something?
And then the fact that more people just fly in out of nowhere right at him, they're just like, here you go, come right at us. So
this man, JC, can
Yeah.
we interview the mech? No, dude, I don't want the mech anywhere near me.
if
please.
someone shows up in a mech suit, I want everyone in the esports arena is just gonna like stomp them out. Like if someone were to ever cosplay, it's gonna be everybody running.
If the mech is still in the game by TwitchCon, I'm just gonna be the mech. Dynamite, I need you to be the second player in the mech if we go to TwitchCon.
That'd be pretty dope. Are you guys gonna like make a cosplay costume where one of you gets in the top and one of you gets in the bottom? That'd be pretty dope. Mechs ruin the game. We've definitely gotten that confirmation. What, like 3 or 4 times tonight? I think we've had
I mean,
legit.
there's like 3 mechs fighting, like triggered right now.
your face was the best in that because you were like, oh look, there's 2 mechs, and you were like, is that a third coming out of the storm?
Dude, I was just like, bro, it's like, okay, there's 2 mechs, that's not good. And then you see the other mech just peek his head out. It's just like, what's going on right now?
The only person who would be friends with the mechs is XXIF.
Dude, I want to point out too, Dynamite never gets in mechs.
No.
He never gets in mechs. Like, I played countless games with this man, and I'm like, oh, Dynamite, look at mech. And he's like, no. Like, we get in the mech, he just self-destructs it. It's just like, bro, like, come on now.
That's kind of what I've taken my position on him in now. I'm just like, fly right at him, destroy him. Just, nope, don't care.
See, you're dumb because I'm going to get in that mech and kill you because you don't want to get in the mech because you have too much of an ego or something or pride or whatever. Like, bro, I'm hopping on that mech and I'm killing everyone. Easy win.
I'm gonna just pull my Dynamite card out, and he's gonna destroy the mech, like we saw earlier with that replay. I mean, we've seen way too many ridiculous plays tonight. We had the top 5 plays this week isn't even gonna be like great box overtakes or edits or anything like that. It's just gonna be mechs and that 5-piece drop kill that Go to Bed Trigger just got. Like, it's just gonna be ridiculous plays that we never thought
my
we'd see
gosh.
happen. I mean, chat. What's going on
Wait, hold on,
tonight, guys? I
Dynamite.
mean, come on.
Does Dynamite not want me to sign his ducky keyboard? That's kind of rude, bro. Like, asking Spectro, but not me? Like, your favorite caster? Like, all right, dude.
So
I got you.
we'll hop on board with some gameplay here in a second, guys. But we're just trying to collect ourselves a little bit, see what's going on, because I don't know. We've played around with this, but there's literally no
he's back.
explanation for what we just saw, Bundy. And
I mean, bro, imagine, like, dedicating 2 years of your time of, like, being good at building,
oh my goodness, I'd be so mad.
thousands of hours in, like, Kovacs, just practicing, like, everything. And you're like, oh, man, I'm pretty good at the game. I'm cool. And then, like, Timmy No Thumbs over there just flies on over. Boom! Oh, you had 10 kills? Boom, 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 boom. You're dead. You can build, bro? I don't care.
I almost wish we could get the reactions of the guys that fell in that build fight. Because, they're probably like, Stupid noob can't even get a real kill. Meanwhile, it's go to bed.
Bro,
triggered
these
over
guys
here.
suck. And then he gets in the mech next game. It's like, really, buddy? Really?
I'm literally baffled because I think the only time anything like that has ever happened has been when it was that, and everybody griefs the guy because it was the event, and everybody was up on that build watching the event go on, and the dude shot down the wall, and he got like 40 or 50 kills or something like that. But
Whoa, hold on. Kathy's going to be in Oakland, and she didn't invite us?
Uh-oh.
Wow, Kathy.
So Kathy's going to have to show all of our guys over in
hide.
the Oakland location. Make sure you say hello to Kathy while she's over there next
I want to
week.
go to Oakland. She tried hiding behind the computer right now.
She's mad. She gave that information. Yeah.
I want to go to Oakland. They have a broadcast studio there. So what if we did it from there?
I think we're going to have to make Groot disappear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me. You know, this man just have to. I got Xavier. We can get Xavier too.
Ooh.
We
Yeah, Xavier might eat Groot.
All right, let's just go back to the gameplay. No,
Mark
it's too
it
early.
for us, baby.
Mario, you're killing me, bro. It's too
Yeah,
early. You
we
can't do
got-
the jazz hands until he's like at least like right there, bro. Like you didn't study, did you? I sent you the handbook and you didn't study. You gotta go like this, transition. See, Mario, it's a second nature to me, buddy.
You're just more skilled, Bundy. I got to give you credit for the
I know.
spirit fingers.
I know. I'm just better at building, killing people, doing the jazz hands, transitioning.
So
What else, Mario?
Counting. You're,
No.
No, you're a god. That's
No.
2 weeks in a row you've gotten it right, bro.
No.
I'm really proud of your counting skills.
No. It's because I look at the title screen for like 10 minutes, and I'm like, okay, season 3, week 6, season 3, week 6, I can't mess it up, dude. I remember one week we got it wrong. I think it was like season 2.
Yeah.
Kathy's like texting me like, it's season 4, or like it's week 4, not week 3. I'm just like, damn it.
We kept like saying it
I
wrong
remember
over and over.
All right, so fatal drop here for our boy. 8 kills to 3 kills, 5 kill lead here for Triggered. Not too bad, honestly. Like, Spiel could easily come back. So Triggered's dead now. Spiel needs 5 kills to tie it up, 6 to win here. What just happened, dude? I just hear, and then boom.
I mean, you heard me go, ooh, because he got the information that someone else landed and tried to put the pressure on him. But if you're go-to-bed Triggered, you got to be laughing.
Are you serious?
What in the world?
I don't want to do this anymore.
We're done. We're done.
I'm mad!
Remove the mechs.
I'm mad!
Bundy, take over, please. Remove the mechs.
I'm back! Marty, come back! Marty, come back! Bro! What do we do? What? Marty, are you okay? Are you okay?
I just want to see some skilled Fortnite.
Oh my gosh!
90s. I mean,
So-
I got my protractor ready to
Oh my
bring some
gosh.
builds, and I'm just. I'm done.
I really
Bundy.
thought Spiel was gonna come back. I really thought Spiel was gonna come back, dude. I was like, dang, Spiel's in a good spot. Needs 6 kills. He's good. And then it's boom, 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 boom. Rocket, you're dead. GG's.
There's no coming back from that. Like I said,
Dude, Go to Trigger is so hyped for that, though, because he knew Spiel could get to 6 kills, and he's like, dang, I'm going to lose here? Nah, bro, the mech.
I was legit in the process of being like, oh my goodness, Spieler's got the best chance now to stop this bracket reset, and then he just.
Oh my gosh.
I feel so bad for Spieler, but if you go to bed Triggered, I mean.
All right, transition, boom.
Yeah, let's just throw it over to the game.
I don't even know. You see, like, Triggered going down there, it sucks, but I was like, okay, yeah, I mean, this could just, he got sniped, you know? It sucks.
Yep.
And we go to Spiel, and it's like, oh, dude, Spiel's about to go off. Like, my man drops pressure. He always goes for an end game. He's good. Mech.
Ayo. Oh, look who's going to be going to TwitchCon. You might be able to see there, Blendy.
You're so fake. You know why? He's been in here for 10 minutes, and you didn't say anything to him.
I did not know.
You didn't.
I didn't see
Fake
any previous names.
Barton, I got you, bro. I know you're in here the whole time.
Shout out to my main man, Barton. Any of you other Fortnite players, he's going to be going to TwitchCon, so that might be someone to meet up with. And
You
hang
claim
out
to
with
be
for a
his
little
best
bit.
friend, and you see his name in the chat. And I know you saw it, too, because we're looking at chat, Mario. And you
I'm going to feel bad if it's been in there for a while.
no,
I'm gonna be
go
like,
up. Look, go up in the chat.
I got to scroll up real quick.
It happened when he got those, like, 4 kills there. And my man said, and I quote, LMFAO. See, he said that, and then I think if we go a little bit up, I think there's more, but I'm not sure.
he gave the lol space.
Ooh. Ooh. Thank you, Kathy, for clipping that the Quantra.
That's got to be a world record for fastest amount of elims.
Oh my gosh.
Hands
dude.
down, the most ridiculous thing we've seen all of the seasons we've been casting together.
Bro, that's
Blendy.
literally the best thing that could happen in a kill race. Like, imagine it's just 4 free kills there, too.
Hashtag we love mechs. They've been beautiful in game tonight. We have had 3 or 4 matches destroyed by mechs. And these are our high-skilled players here that are getting these games ruined. I think he got information that someone might be making this rotate, so this is going to be clutch if he can get this peek on this guy here, Bundy. He hears him making this rotate in the cornfield, going for these floor spawns.
This man's about to eat a pump to the head there, 100 to the head there. Can he confirm the kill? He has some shields on him, but he did take that off. 22 white damage. Can he get it? There we go. 1 player down, and now this other player's going to eat a shotgun shot to his face there. He has that drum shotgun, though. He has to be very careful. He needs to aim this very... Oh, hey! Okay, buddy. 190 to the head there. Elmo, you're dead, buddy. 1 more drum shotgun there you have to worry about. You got... No, it's not going to work. You can't do it in the corn, buddy. There you go. Perfect. Triggered. 2 kills on the board already. You love to see it, buddy. You love to see it.
Most definitely. He's got the opportunity to mat up a little bit here, working his way with just a few builds, but he's getting absolutely beamed from the distance here. He's got this... Whew, I don't know if he's going to be able to land it. He does. He gets the pump to the head, and ladies and gentlemen, Go to Bed Triggered is walking out of Fatal Fields with 4 kills right off the bat. He's got the minis to replace the health. He's looking for a campfire. I believe he just left some bandages behind, which he saw at the corner of his eye. He knows to pick him up.
So if he goes a little bit to his north there, there's going to be that campfire over at Fortnite, so you can definitely get up to 100 shield there. And you got to think, Trigger drops you so much, you got to at least hope that he knows that campfire is there, right?
He should definitely know. He's got plenty of time to work with, just kind of taking a look up on the board. He's in the circle for the rotate, Blendy, which is going to be great. I do see it looks like Spieler got 2 confirmations as well, so he's keeping up over there. But look at his health, Blendy. Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh. That's like 3 HP. You got to hope that he killed both duos there. He goes down, unfortunately. I believe that was only 1, maybe 2 kills there. So if it, look at Triggered. Look at that beautiful man just smiling. He knows what's going on right now. He knows how good he has it. 40 people left on the map there. Triggered with 3 kills at the moment. 1 kill. He only had the 1 kill.
Only?
Okay.
Okay, so he didn't get the confirmation on the second duo, unfortunately. So not the best position you want to be in if you're Spieler going into round 2, especially going up against Go to Bed Triggered, who's got 37 people now left to work with on the map. Plenty of time to make these rotations. Setup's okay, not the greatest in the world, but if you're going to have a boogie bomb in someone's hand, there's one person that's scary. It's Go to Bed Triggered. We've seen him land that about 2 or 3 times tonight, so
You say his setup's like okay, but you forget that this man killed 4 people in the span of like 30 seconds with a white tack shotgun. So a blue combat shotgun, I think he's just fine there. Runs into another team here, knocks off most of that player's shield. He knows those players are weak. He has those impulses. I feel like he's just going to go for the impulse play. It's not the smart play to do so, but I feel he's going to do it. And I think at this point he has to because he's getting minigun there, so he has to be very careful. Impulsing over to that guy in the back, which is very smart there. Can he get the confirmation kill here, though? He's got to be very careful. He only has about 150 mats total left here. Guy has a minigun. He definitely needs to disengage off that player with the minigun and kill him as soon as possible. Can he go for the kill there? Another impulse play, no more impulses, but he has all this wood to disposal here. Knocks off his shield, 30 white damage on that player on the left side. Can he confirm the kill here, though? Only 1 more mat to his name, no more build for our boy here. Boogie bomb to that guy. Can he get the confirmation kill there? He's very weak. Can he get it? No, he cannot. He goes down 3-1 here. beautiful gameplay we're seeing here, brother.
So tough for Go to Bed Trigger to push that fight. The guy literally
Oh
has
my,
health.
oh my gosh.
2 health. That's
Oh
gotta
my
be
goodness.
so frustrating to see if you're Go to Bed Triggered. He did such a
Oh
great
my
job
goodness.
of separating those players, basically
Oh my
forcing them to
gosh.
push one by one, obliterating all of their shields. One shot to either player would have got that knock,
Oh my
and the
gosh.
confirmation is so huge. If you're Spuler, you got to have a huge sigh of relief going into round 2, only allowing Go to Bed Trigger to have what, a 2 to 3 kill lead there. Oh,
Please.
you got to get the magnet.
Please.
Gotta
I've
get the
always
magnet.
wanted to wear this, by the way.
Our man Groot is showing everybody some love. If you guys would like to maybe one day have Groot on your shoulder, just come down to the Esports arena, and you might have an opportunity here in the near future. But
Hold on, bro. Are we selling Groots now?
nah, just the opportunity to have him chill on the shoulder, take a little picture, hang out.
That's funny.
I like the angle that he's at over there. He's kind of
Mwah. I just kissed your Groot, bro. I'm so sorry. He's a good boy. Look at him. He's just chilling right here. That's not your son, kid. That's my son.
this man just he kissed my Groot.
It's fine. It's mine now. It's on my shoulder, not yours, bro. So
Excuse me?
I might just run out of here with this Groot real quick.
I don't think you're making that out of the door because I see Kathy loading up the shotgun in the background. She's
I
going to
have,
blast
like,
you with that tack
I
before
have like
you get
2
out the door.
feet and like 130 pounds over Kathy. You think she's gonna do something to
Bro,
me?
she's got a spider that's like hanging
don't
on the
care
wall
about a
that will like
spider.
cast a web around
Bro,
you.
I'm like 3 Kathys, okay? She can't do it. If Colin was there, I'd be like, okay, here's your Groot, sir. But Kathy is about to be like, excuse me. Oh my gosh! All right.
I'm done. I'm done.
Oh my gosh. Okay, 3-1 right now, Mari. Get it out. Get it out. Okay.
We're not surprised by what's going on as far as how close it is because these are our season 2 finalists and winners here. And let's talk about this for a second, since this is one of the final matches here for the night, Blendy.
True.
Top 2 people from each location. We have 7 locations. That means 14 people in 2 weeks are going to fight it out for a chance to compete in the Dr. Disrespect Code Red Fortnite tournament for $15,000. Huge
insane.
opportunities on the line, as you said, Blendy.
I mean, how insane would it be if, say, it's triggered and Spiel that move on, win the grand finals, win it again, move on to Code Red. What if they like won the event or got like top 3? Wouldn't that be crazy for them?
Huge.
That'd be. I hope.
And
I
I'd
hope.
feel pretty proud to say that we have some esports arena guys that are able to do this. I like what we see Valley MLG saying they'll donate $100 if Go to Bed drops a 20 bomb.
Oh,
You hear that, Go to Bed?
bro, you just lost out on $100. And hold on, wait, we're splitting the 50. We're splitting 50-50, though, right, Mario?
Yeah, so the tricky part, Barton, is I don't believe there's an esports arena in your state, but usually the way to compete or qualify, exclamation point, match arena, but you would have to show up to
Locations.
one of the locations. Thank you. And participate. We've been going on for, as Belindy brought up, this is week 6 here. And
Yes.
we got 2 more weeks in this season. It's a duo competition, so you match up with a duo. You guys play in squads. 2 rounds, person with the most kills walks away the victor and moves forward. Double elimination bracket. And then if it's tied up, we do tiebreakers, which first to 5 or person with the most wins if someone drops. So pretty simple rules. These are in pub settings, not custom matches, things like that. But
Barton, I will personally go over to Kansas City and build it with my bare hands if I need to. But, Barton, my friend, you're going to TwitchCon. San Diego's like maybe like an hour and a half from here, my friend. If you wanna come on by real quick for a week, we got you, my friend. We got you.
Go to Bed Trigger taking some shots over here from, it looks like the side house. Another player making the rotate from Rock. So he's got a good enough set up to at least try to make it out of here with this mobility item, but he has no shield, so he has to be real careful depending on what guns these guys have. Just a few tag team shots can take him down real quick. And as we talked about, that's not what you want to do, is give the advantage over to Spieler with this many people still alive. A little bit odd to see the campfire going off. Maybe they're just making sure it can't be utilized in the future.
Maybe they're weak. Who knows? Because they're rotating over from, it looks like Salty Springs area. So maybe they got an engagement there and they went down. Look at that. Look at the cover though. Spear already with 1 kill on the board there. He's not going to lose this, Mario. I believe in my boy Spiel. I know he wants to win. The 20 points would get him up in second place 100%. He needs to win this, Mario. I'm Team Spiel here, buddy. Team Spiel.
And you know I'm Team Go to Bed Triggered, but he's hurting for some shields right now. He's got an okay rotation spot here, but depending on the RNG, it's a little bit difficult to trust to find good loot or loadouts here. Gets the slurp, which is nice, but this is just a rough spot to be in. I mean, he's going to be able to get max wood, maybe brick if he decides to go to one of these rock areas, Blendy, but the only thing really working in his favor is he does have that purple combat, so he'll be able to land a few quick shots to take people down real fast, but he's looking to make some upgrades pretty fast if he can here.
I think his demise of him losing last game was definitely he didn't have any mats, because we've seen this man, he has an aim, he could build, but when you have no mats at all and you're getting pushed by a minigun, it is not very good. They're nice tackle on that player. 30 shield off that player, but look at that. He gets absolutely beamed right now, and I think that tree's actually going to block the launch pad there, so he's got to destroy this very, very quickly before these guys push on him. Able to disengage here. 46 people left on the map here, and if you're Spear right now, you gotta feel good. I mean, this man just dodged in real life. He's like, oh.
Yeah, he feels the bullets coming and whizzing by his head right now. He's got to try to disengage as fast as possible and just hide, because you know these players are hungry to try to get this confirmation on him. He's lucky enough to have this med kit, but whether or not these players knew where he was, they know exactly where he was trying to hide.
Oh no, that's so unfortunate. He goes down. Mario, what if we just go to Spiel and there's another mech right there just challenging him?
If that happens back to back, I'm going to
gosh.
feel so bad for Spieler, but look where he's
gosh.
at. He's in the perfect spot to catch these guys on this rotation if he can.
Ooh.
He's got the proximity launcher, a blue combat, and some minis if he decides he needs to box up and get some more health once he can separate these guys. He only needs to get one of these to tie it up here, and I don't blame him for deciding to disengage here with the hoverboard.
Oh, all right, so he's going to go ahead and disengage with that hoverboard there. Nice play to see from our boy Spieler, because he realizes he's down by 1. He needs 1 kill to tie it up, 2 to win. I mean, you got to think that Spiel has this in the bag. And, like, normally in Season 9, I'd be like, yeah, like, Spiel won. There's no way he chokes this. But, bro, there's mechs now.
Yeah.
So, you know.
That's probably the hardest thing to deal with in Fortnite right now, especially in a duo situation where you don't have any support or help. At least somebody to take some attention off you. He hears another hoverboard here, so kind of curious to see if he can get some eyes on exactly where this player is. This is probably the best situation that could come into play for him here. Able to just send these proximity launchers off, see if he can get any splash damage. A shot connects. He gets 67. He needs to push this as soon as possible to get this confirmation and knock in if he can. He's got the equipment to utilize to do this. He's pushing it fast. He sees one guy off in the distance, but the third-party opportunity is already gone, and now he's got to catch these guys separated. They're already looted up, and the shots are coming in right back at him now, so now he's got to get out of here quick, Blendy.
Mario, I had no idea they even reached that far, 121 meters out. I mean, that's insane, dude. I mean, I didn't even know it shot that far, and now he needs 1 more kill here to win here. Trigger knows how the situation he's in right now. And look at that, he's going to put a trap down there. Hopefully that gets him a kill there, because he literally needs 1 kill here to take the mat, to take the whole dang tournament, brother. And then he gets 20 points, which is definitely going to get him up in second place. We got confirmation in the chat by Kathy that Oakland has a new champion. Or not new champion, the same champion, Dynamite. 3 weeks in a row, I believe that is for Dynamite. That earned him 20 points. So after this game here, I'd love to see the brackets, or not the brackets, but the standings for Spokane and for Oakland, because there's definitely some changes that are going to happen after this 20-point win.
Most definitely, yeah. That was the biggest question we had, is whether or not Dynamite was going to be able to make these final 2-week pushes with that double points in his favor, since he missed a few. And we know how big of an opportunity that it is over from Oakland because of all the monsters over there. I don't know if this guy saw him make the rotate. He gets the high ground, gets the boxes off. This guy isn't shying off the edits, though. He gets another shot in the back. You can see Go to Bed's triggers, emotion starting to collect on him here. He's looking for the fall and if he can get the box retake on him, but the track comes out and it looks like the guy decides to disengage with the jump pad. Spieler's got to push this because he knows how weak he is, but he's fumbling the jumps here. The pressure's starting to catch up to him, Blindy.
He could have easily shot that player out of the sky. That player's got to be less than like 30 HP at this point. And Trigger knows he needs one more shot and then one more kill and he wins. It doesn't get more tense than this, Mario. I don't believe he knows where that player landed. And I think he does actually. He's right there. He's going to go through the one. 21 shield once again. Can he get the kill? 87 shield. Player's knocked. He doesn't need to get the confirmation and he wins.
Watch for the traps.
Can he do it though?
He does it.
Watch for the traps. Beautiful plays we're seeing there.
He
get the confirmation, brother. That's all you need to do. There we go. Spiel gets the kills. He moves on to nothing because that's the end of the tournament, Mario. He wins. He gets to 20 points, which is exactly what we needed here from Spiel. Beautiful gameplay we saw from both players. Spiel just able to clutch it out, man. You gotta love it.
Yeah, I mean, some crazy stuff going on. Unfortunately, not in Go to Bed Trigger's favor. But you got to feel for Spieler because he's had his fair share of bad luck as well as he's getting pressured here. The traps come in, but my man is already the winner, so he doesn't even care. He's feeling himself here.
The mech, bro, last game. Jeez, man, come on.
I can't wait till the mechs are removed just because it's going to get back to what this game was supposed to be about. You know, some building and high-skilled edit plays and some gameplay, but obviously, Spiel is showing why he was Season 2's grand finalist. Give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen. We got some information that Dynamite, as Blindy brought up while we were in that match, Oakland's winner. So don't get to see those monsters tonight anymore. But
if we could see the standings from this week, not the updated ones because I know they don't have that, but we could just do some quick math. Plus 20, we could do that. So we could see, because I believe that's going to put Spiel in at least second place, because it's 20 points. Okay, there we go. So let's see, where's Spiel?
Is he rocking a different name? Because he's not even in the top.
Yeah, he's Are we blind, Mario?
I don't see him on there at all.
Oh, okay, so Mason Spiel. Okay, so that's Spiel. 26 points he had before, and now he's going to go up to 46 points. That's going to get him at least second place because Trigger's going to get 12 points here. We're going to get him up to 50. So it's going to be 50 points for Trigger. They're in first place still. 46 there for Spiel.
That's huge.
That's very, very huge. And if we could get the Oakland one as well so we could see how Dynamite did there. So Dynamite before, 13 points. Got himself a first place. Finished at 33 points there. Depending on how Rogue did, because if Rogue didn't get any points here, that means Rogue got second. Okay, so Rogue got... Let's do some quick math here. 12, so that's
he's still sitting
41.
In first. Yeah.
Yeah. But Dynamite, second place now with 33. He's been dominating these past couple weeks here. I mean, you got to think he's going to take it next week or at least get second place last week because I believe that's 3 in a row for him here.
Most definitely, and that's why we wanted to take a look at those graphics real quick because now Dice is in a tricky spot depending on how the other two players perform with the double points and depending on his placement this week. It might be tough to make that comeback, and especially in Oakland where every single person there is an absolute monster. You don't have a lot of opportunities to make mistakes. And in Fortnite, with the RNG, and as we talked about and are so frustrated tonight, the mechs.
There's too many mech gameplay today, bro. Like,
way too much mech gameplay. Last week, it didn't even seem like it was a factor. The lobbies were doing a much better job of teaming up against the mechs before they got to the final circle.
Beautiful.
I just don't know what to say at this point in regards to the mechs, Blendy, but all of our players tonight showing up, impressing us. Everyone in chat has been keeping us well entertained and showing us lots of love, which has been huge.
Follow?
We're finding out a lot of people going to TwitchCon, which is huge. And as we talked about briefly, every single night of the week, you guys, the Esports Arena is bringing you guys something different. League of Legends Monday, Tuesday is Blizzard, Wednesday is Fight Games, Thursday, Smash if you guys like Smash Brothers, and then Friday, obviously, you guys are here for that. So huge opportunities every single night of the week for you guys. Tonight is powered by the Marines. Huge shout-outs over to them. 24-hour fitness, keeping us nice and sweaty, in shape all night long. My man, Blindy, I'm tired of talking. I'm throwing it back over to you.
Oh, I'm going to throw it back to you, Martin. No, I'm just kidding. Imagine. Shout out to everyone in the chat today that stopped on by. There's so many people for you to name because my brain can only handle 3 names at a time, and there's definitely more than 3. So shout out to everyone that came by in the chat. Hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay like we did, because Mario, we had a very fun time tonight. I mean, there's too many moments. It was too funny, man. The 4Ps, the Mac, everything was
the escape, the
Yeah.
4-piece, the hoverboard shots.
It was just too many. It was too
way
many.
too many highlights
my
tonight.
my everything hurts from casting, but that's fine. Thank you everyone for stopping by. Hope you guys enjoyed this week. And next we've got week number 7, which is the last week where these players can get points here, and then we determine who's going to play in the finals here in Mario. So it's going to be a very exciting week here. Hope you guys have a great night, and we'll see you next Friday.
It's not just the ships, the armor, or the aircraft. It's something more. It's the will to fight and determination to win, found inside each and every Marine that answers a nation's call. Battles won.
And 50 shield there, my friend. So you can easily just push this guy, get a easy elim. But this guy has like a pump shot.